Can you guys hear Reg?
No.
I do not.
Oh, a little. But
All
it's
right.
not bad. It's only because I'm focusing on it.
No
Or are you
worries.
gonna kick him out?
Oh
Don't
my
kick him out.
You can
Don't
kick
kick
Yeah,
him
we
out.
kick him out. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna kick him out in the forests of Barovia.
No.
All right,
Let
you
him
guys.
stay.
Let him stay. One must stay.
One must die.
We saw that episode last night. It's weird rewatching yourself.
It is weird, and it's so funny that like my mind doesn't fucking change because like there are moments that like I wanted to say that I already had said. Like there was a point where they're like, "Let's go west," and like in real life I was like, "West," and then video Carla went, "West."
Oh my god.
Some things
You
just
said
don't
video,
change.
Carla.
And
Some things just don't change, dude.
I laugh at stupid jokes that I make back then.
Because you're,
Like, I'm laughing
you're
at
like,
it
dude,
again.
I'm funny as fuck.
But also like little things like production and quality and like all that stuff I tend to nitpick on myself. But yeah. Are you guys good to pick it back up?
I was born ready.
Perfect. Alright, what happened last time?
We went out to a winery because they wouldn't listen to the city. And I guess that's our ticket in, which is kind of shitty of them, but you know, it'd be like that. And so now we're running errands.
Before
and-
that though, we fought someone, didn't we?
Oh, word? Alright, you got this.
No, I just remember. Oh, and then we had those scary dreams. We fought someone. Who did
Oh
we
my
fight?
god, yeah. Holy
Who
shit.
did we fight? Who did we fight? Who did we fight? We fought
It was the
someone.
big beefy boys that were fucking
The
Yeah,
assholes.
the
Vikings.
two guys, yeah. We were on
Yeah.
our way and we fought two guys, and then we went to go drop off Laszlo. And they didn't let us in unless we went to go figure out what was wrong with the wine because everyone was alcoholic and depressed. And then we had scary dreams, and then we went to the winery.
Yeah.
And
Oh, go ahead.
sorry. And at the winery, we found the owner of the winery like 10 feet away or whatever from his wine from the winery. And then we tried to go in. I tried to sneak in. And then we got surrounded by trees. And there's a druid with pots of wine.
Pretty much. The fallen Sirens arrived in Kresk, quickly realizing that entry into the westernmost town in Barovia required a tense trade of favors. They agreed to travel to retrieve alcohol from the Wizard of Wines in exchange for taking in their wounded friend Laszlo, and eventual entry into the town. They spent the night outside of the town gates and woke up the next morning shaking unsettling dreams from the evening prior. Upon their arrival into the winery, they were beckoned by a cloaked man in a nearby forest who pleaded for the Sirens' assistance in ousting the druids who had taken over his land. After sensing his motives, they agreed and headed for the winery. The Sirens quickly realized the gravity of the situation as they immediately became surrounded by unnatural creatures, both inside and outside of the building. Now, as Ariel sets her sights on a druid pouring a liquid into one of the fermentation vats, she twists her hands as water spins around her and casts sleep. So I'm gonna need you to roll me that sleep roll, Ariel.
Okay.
While you do that, let me switch to the map.
Sorry, I get a lot of background noise. Let me just go turn up. 5d8, so 4, 2, 7, 4, 2, 7, 2, 8. 4, 2, 7, 2, 8. 23. Probably just gonna get the trees.
Okay, I'll wait for Carla.
And also like I was on my way towards the witch, right? So like
Right, you're currently invisible, and you placed yourself somewhere between where you are and the stairway. Probably climbing past one of these things would interrupt
Would
what
get
you
them.
intended. No, you're not all the
So
way
there's
up.
only
You're
one
not.
stairway.
I wouldn't say you're all the way up there. I would say you're like down here. Yeah, right there. And then casting sleep on the druid and then the surrounding creatures. So as you do so, as you do so, you twist your hands in the very familiar pattern, and then you close them. And looking around the creatures that surround the druid, you see that 5 of them just collapse in slumber. The druid looks around immediately, recognizing that something's wrong, and she hisses in your direction. I want everyone to roll me initiative.
That's a 5.
7.
Oh, Carla, you're muted, dude. Not on Zoom, I think physically on your mic. If you have a switch or something. I don't know.
Nope. Not yet.
We can edit this.
Yeah, I know. You want to do an overdub for Carla?
Nat 20. Is that? Let's see.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Stella's paws smell like Fritos. Yum.
Do y'all also lick your dog's feet? It's me, Carla.
Still nothing. Okay, if you type it in while you figure that out, we'll just move forward. The druid looks down at you. No, she doesn't actually look down at you. She doesn't even see you actually because you're still invisible.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, there you are.
Yes.
There we go. I'm sorry. I rolled 19.
Oh, perfect. Again, the druid just hisses at the fact that 5 of her companions are now asleep.
Oh, they're just sleeping.
And senses something is wrong. She walks down to see, to investigate. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So she's about right here at the top of the stairs, kind of looking around. She doesn't see anything. Azuli, you actually rolled better, so that's going to be Druid's turn. Azuli, go ahead.
Let me just get that map. I'm downstairs, right?
Correct. You're currently in the.
And I can see her upstairs.
Well.
Or I just know that we're in a fight.
Yeah, I don't know if Ariel necessarily telegraphed what she was seeing. I think she just saw the druid casting stuff, went up, and slept everyone.
Okay.
So currently you're in that room with the barrels.
If I call, Ariel, are you good up there? Did I just give away her location?
Well,
I'm not saying anything because I.
Right. You don't hear anything. You don't suspect anything. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be keen to what's going on outside. So, for all you know, Ariel just stepped out and hasn't returned.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'm gonna see. I'm trying to play in character. I'm gonna. Can I see if I hear anything suspicious?
Okay. Roll perception.
12.
I think with 12 you can hear the cackle of someone outside, just like the what's going on?
Outside?
No, outside of the room that you're
Oh,
currently
got
in.
it. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, so hearing that, was that my action, or can I still go up and like?
I'll let you step out if you want, and yeah, you can take an action.
Okay, I'm gonna go up halfway to the stairs, and once I feel like I bump into Ariel, I'm gonna see. What do I see?
Wait, which stairs? The ones that Ariel's at?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just gonna, like, instinctively you'd walk out and walk on these stairs, and then, yeah, you'd sense. I mean, do you want to move your own token? Do you want me to do it?
So I'm like right here. Oh, I'm right here. Where's the upper floor, ground floor? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go up the stairs, like right here, up to right here. Can I see her from here? Do I see anything suspicious?
Well, you see the tree creature right in front of you. Like, as you approach the stairs, like at the base of the stairs, you see this tree creature that's like spotted you, and it starts like the hiss and.
Okay.
You know.
My action is gonna be to kick it then.
Okay.
Wait,
as you attempt to approach it, you get bumped by this invisible, like, force in front of you. There's a presence in front of you. It's familiar.
Which 5 of the trees are asleep, by the way?
On the second floor, they were surrounding her. They have Z's around them. Do you spot that?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't zoom in far enough.
Yeah, it's
I see this.
It's hard to see. Yeah, Azula, as you attempt to kick, you notice as you're winding back, you run to something right in front of you, and before you release that kick, you sense what you imagine is Ariel in front of you.
Got it. Okay.
So I'm just gonna put you right there.
Got it.
I will say that as a water Genasi, I feel like wet all the time, so she can probably tell that it's me because it's just like
the
Okay,
moisture.
and I also know she went invisible. Am I able to go around her and kick it?
It's kind of like a narrow. Yeah, as you try to, she's just blocking your way. It's a narrow stairway.
Okay. Then for
I'm pushing back.
Seriously, scooch
She's like, no, don't do it.
For my action, then I'm just gonna roll a d6 and imbue my weapon.
Is that gonna conclude your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Druid had its turn. It's the creature's turn. They all let's see. Sensing their mother's panic, all the ones in the bottom wrap around, and they spot you. And as many as can come up to you, they will do so and attack. 5, 10, 15, 20. So this one gets about right here. This one gets about right here. They kind of like bottleneck around here. This one's underneath the stairs, can't come around. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so they're all kind of like narrowing in on you. The ones at the top are following behind their curious mother. No attacks just yet. Oh, I think no. This one manages to attack you, Azula.
Okay.
Let's see. Fuck, I need dice. We're playing D&D, of course I need dice.
Roll 20, am I right?
Okay, it rolled. So it swipes at you with its claws. It rolled 15.
Oh, to hit?
Yeah.
I think that hits. It has to beat my armor class, right?
Same or greater.
Same or greater? Okay, then yeah, it hits.
All right. It deals 4 piercing damage as it like lashes out at you with its claws. like giving a little cry as it does so.
All right, little man. I'm gonna remember that.
Irina, hearing the commotion outside, steps out and sees immediately that like you're being overrun. She's gonna come out and attack the first one she sees. Let's see. Yeah, and as she does so, she comes out, sees that you're being surrounded, swipes at the first one that she sees, and immediately like cuts it in half, eliminating that one. All right, Ariel, you're invisible and you're flanked by both Azula and this this Twig Blight that has like kind of like run into you.
I can't step over this twig, right? I can't go like.
I think that's manageable. Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah. Like it doesn't see you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you'd be able to manage that.
Okay, I'm at like the edge of it where like if Azula wanted to go upstairs, she could. But oh sorry. Oh my gosh, sorry. I moved your and I'm going to I guess this is also where the witch is, so I'm like at the hub and I'm gonna cast Thunderclap because it's a 5-foot radius and Azula's out of it. Is each square 5 feet?
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Is that a con save?
Yeah, it's Constitution 13.
Okay, so I'd say, in what direction are you pointing at? I'll put. Can you put yourself at the upper floor map, like right where it opens up?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. And will I still get that? Oh, the other one isn't. I guess like. Does that mean like I'm on top of the witch, or can I be like to her side? Because is she blocking the staircase?
You'd be right at the entryway. Yeah, like right here. I think that's doable.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you're directing it in like what what's the scope of or the range of Thunderclap again?
It's 5 feet, right? Yeah, the range / area is 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I could.
So I don't know if it's like it's up. Go ahead.
Yeah, you get the one that's like right in front of Azula, and then the druid as well as 3 of the other ones that are immediately to her right. So I'm gonna roll a con save of what again?
13.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, you get the witch and 2 of the other blights. Go ahead and roll damage for me. I said witch. I meant druid.
It's 8. So 8 for all of them, or is it?
It's 8 for all of them.
Okay.
And you like seemingly out of nowhere, this druid is like looking downstairs, seeing Azula, and scanning the area for anyone else that might be intruding. Right in front of her, you just like this clap just rings like loudly in her ears. 2 of the ones immediately next to her dissolve from the sound of the thunder. And her you catch her like out of nowhere. She like hacks and screams as like her ears begin ringing. She doubles over, like clutching her ears. Yeah, is that going to conclude your turn?
Yep. And I can't. At this point, I can't move anymore, right? Because I already went up the stairs.
You have the remainder of your movement too. So, I mean, you moved probably all of 5 feet. So, you can't.
I just want to move out of the way, if I can.
Yeah, with Azula being at the base of the stairs and the druid being at the top, that'd be tough to do.
Big stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Lilith, it's you.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to walk in, and then when you use a weapon like a sword or a great axe, like you're targeting one creature, right? Like even if you swing it and they're all in range, you just pick one to
Yeah.
hit, right?
It's gotta be one.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna use the great axe that I got the other day, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go for my attack. I get 2 attacks. I'm gonna go for the 2 in the top right corner. So 1 attack on each. I'm gonna roll a hit. That's a 12 and a 25.
25 definitely hits. You hit one of them. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, cool. That's a 7.
Yeah, and you come in just out of nowhere and you start swinging, missing one with your quick attack, but the other one just gets like chopped in half, and it's like parts get thrown, scattered among the barrels. Yeah, is that going to conclude your turn?
Yeah.
All right. As none of you had looked up, but all of a sudden you hear like just the flapping of wings, and above you see lining the rafters are swarms of ravens, just like peering down and looking at all of you, and they just come down and start swooping, picking up the tree blights and like throwing them against the walls, pecking them. You see in the chaos of the ravens like coming down and aiding in your situation, they take out a total of 4 of these creatures.
Something don't sit right about these ravens.
For
though.
sure. I mean, but shout out though, you know?
Yeah, like shout out. Like I appreciate the help, but also like who the fuck are you? You know, like, this is my fight.
All right, Azula, it's you.
Okay. I'm gonna ignore the ravens. Let me see which ones are still there. Can I still kick the little wood guy in front of me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna go for an unarmed strike.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
That's 11.
Let's see. Yeah, as you come up the stairs, you take one of the steps kind of awkwardly, and it throws your kick off. You
All right,
narrowly
I'm gonna
miss
go for another one because I get 2 attacks.
Go for it.
And that's 22.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Or I mean, it's flat. So what was it?
3. Just 3.
Okay, describe how you destroy this twig blight.
I kick it. Yeah, I just reel my leg back and I give him a good old kick, and I want him to like just slam against the other stair and shred into like little sticky.
Yeah, exactly. It becomes like a bunch of toothpicks, just like blows up in a cloud of dust. Are you gonna take any movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going up the stairs as far as I can. And
Okay,
then
so
into an invisible wet splash.
exactly.
Sooner or later.
Yeah.
I'll just like there, or would I be like back here?
Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe a little bit more up.
Plop. I stop when I go plop.
All right. At this point, thinking that you are the cause of all this trouble, the druid looks right at you, Azula, seeing you kick one of its babies in front of it, and it's going to...
Oh my god, wait, am I a shield? If she tries to hit her, will it hit
Wait, will it hit her?
Hey, all I'm saying is if you're trying to punch something that's 5 feet away from you, you know, in those first couple of feet, how
I
hard
get
is
the
that swing
elbow.
gonna be? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
It is going to rear back and attack you with the quarterstaff it has in hand. Oh. The 17 beat your armor class, Ariel.
Yes?
I didn't do it.
You knew I was a splishity splosh in front of you.
So
I-
as she rears in, she rears in back hard, and as she comes through with the follow through, she notices it stops immediately, and she hears like a yelp from this invisible source. It deals 8 bludgeoning damage to you,
I go,
Ariel.
That is so funny.
And there's this look of confusion as she pulls it back, and she just looks at it, and she's like, starts to go
can I
like
stare
this.
intently?
Is she
Like
touching
it
me?
makes it look like it's me. Like I did that.
As she rears back, she goes like this, and okay, I'm gonna roll again to see if if you manage, like after getting hit in the head with this
Oh,
quarterstaff, she's gonna reach out and feel, and so if her touch
Feel
beats your
where?
armor class, then okay, so it was 12.
no.
Okay, so as you reach around, you're like grabbing your head, but you instinctively like evade her like grasping like ugly hand as it reaches towards you, and she doesn't touch you.
My dancing, you know?
But yeah, and she goes,
I played out.
children, get her! And with that, the rest of them will continue their attack. 5, 10, 15, 20. They're going to come around and continue attack. You have 2 right behind you, Zula, that are going to attempt to attack again. 12 doesn't hit, right?
12 does not hit.
Then how about 13?
13 does not hit.
Okay, we got 1 for Irina and 2 for Lilith. 18 that hits, 2 for you, Lilith. 14 and 7, they don't hit. So there's a 1. Okay, so one of them juts their fingers at Irina's like ankle, and she goes, "Ah, bitch!" And then there are 2 that swing at you, Lilith. You manage to dodge. You use your great axe to block it. And yeah, that's gonna conclude their turn. Irina's gonna come after that one that just attacked her.
Real quick question: how deep are the barrels that we see in front of us? Like how tall?
They run the length of this. So if you let's see, it's about like 10 feet high.
Okay, cool.
Maybe
Thanks.
10, 12 feet high. Let's see. All right. Irina's gonna go after the one that just attacked it. 19 to hit. She is mad. She comes down with a great sword and let's see. Slices that one. Wait, did I get cut off there?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
Slices that one in half. All right, Ariel, it's your turn. Lilith, you're on deck.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, sorry. And hold on, let me look at my position. I still can't step around the witch. You said?
You can't step around the witch, but you can. I'll let you step around Zula if she'll let you.
It's okay. Can I like shove the witch and shove the witch and then like make it past her, like and try to go here?
The shove
Or
would be
would
your
that be my
action.
turn?
Yeah, it'd be your action to shove her.
I can just let her. Can I just let her?
Well, no, she's trying to go up past the witch, not past you.
Oh, got it.
Can I use my mage hand to tap her on the shoulder and then move past her?
Yeah, that's a thought.
So it's like a shove, but like nice, but cooler.
Okay, she's gonna roll better than. What's your save DC? It should be on your. Should be just a general thing. At the top of
Sorry, my what?
your save DC. It's at the top of like the spells, actions, like part of your character sheet, it should be
Oh,
one of the 3
13.
numbers. All
That
right.
is the first time I've seen that. That's crazy.
Okay, your mage hand like appears right behind her and just slowly floats behind, gives a tap, and then like blinks out. I'm assuming you're making it disappear after.
yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is your spell. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Okay. So what?
Okay.
what happened? Sorry. Okay,
I
okay,
mean,
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever. This,
Okay.
yeah.
No. Okay, my idea was that like it would tap her on the shoulder and then it'd be like, hey, I'm over here, but like
Okay.
as a hand, and then I guess like move that way.
Okay. Yeah, it taps her, waves at her, and then she tries to like grab at it, sidesteps a little bit, allowing you to pass through. I'll give that to you. Do you want to? I don't know if you're muted. Okay.
Oh yeah, and I'm out of your way now. I don't know if she can sense the lack of moisture in the surrounding area around her, but yeah.
Can I sense that? We'll find out on my turn.
Yeah, we'll find out on your turn. Ariel, is that you?
Yeah.
All right, Lilith, it's you.
Okay, cool. I'll take a minute to look around the room. Up top, do I see? Oh, I guess I would see those entrances and exits to the room. Okay. I'm going to start walking towards the steps. So 5, 10, 15, like 20, and then I'm gonna use Misty Step.
Okay.
So
Debut.
that's a bonus action. And I can teleport anywhere I can see up to 30 feet away.
Go for it.
So I teleport behind the druid, and then can I grapple with her and try to toss her into the wine barrel?
Yeah. So the grapple is an action, and then the toss would be your next action.
Oh, they're 2 separate actions. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So go ahead and roll strength to engage in grapple. See if you can like tie her down.
I'm going to use inspo for that.
All right.
I just saw your first roll.
We don't need to talk about that. Hey, 20. Not natural, but 20.
Look at that.
Yeah, describe how you just teleport behind and grapple her.
I have a bit of advantage, because she doesn't really see me coming. So just sort of from behind her, I put my my arms, sort of like locking her in a headlock, and try to bring her down with me.
Nice.
And the upper level. Yeah.
As she's in your grasp, she lets out this scream, this disgusting scream, like let go of me. And with that, the ravens.
So you do a great druid, Lawrence.
Oh, thanks. It's natural. That's
who you are on the inside. Yeah.
Exactly. So as the chaos continues ensuing, the ravens still like flocking about as like this is all taking place. Azula especially is in the midst of all of this these birds that like seemingly who have been stalking them. You don't know if it's the same ones, but like you guys have had this like reoccurring run-in with these ravens. All of a sudden, like they're picking up and like dropping these creatures. 4 more get destroyed in the chaos. So some of the sleeping ones get taken out. This one. And this one.
If this is Strahd, I don't want his fucking help.
All right, Zula, it's you.
All right. Do I notice that I noticed the ravens are taking out these like little tree guys, right?
Yeah, you do spot you do spot them obliterating some of these guys.
Okay, for now, I'm gonna take my crossbow, which is imbued. I'm gonna take two arrow shots at a little miss grappled.
All right, you can do so with advantage.
Oh, good thing, because I just got a nat 1. Okay, advantage on the first one. 13 on the first hit. 8 on the second hit.
Okay, the first one hits. So both of those attacks rolled with advantage.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Oh, 13 on the first hit, 18 on the second hit.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage for both of those.
Okay, the first one is... First one's 5. Second one is... 6. 5 plus 6, 11 total.
Did that asleep tree mean to move?
Oh, I meant to toss him. It got picked up by Raven. And yeah, with the druid in Lilith's headlock, you just take 2 quick shots, striking her in the rib cage underneath like this moss and this like animal skin cloak that she's wearing, just like, and she lets out this like muffled cry of like this scream as like she's like in Lilith's chokehold, dealing considerable damage. She's like her feet weakening below her as like she's losing like energy and will to continue.
I never thought to do a chokehold.
The druid is gonna, let's see what it can do at this point. Give me a second.
No worries.
Okay, so this in like this act of desperation, Azula and Ariel, you see this druid's hand start to light up a flame, and you see like as its head is stuck in Lilith's grasp, you see her hand, the druid's arm reach out, start to turn in flame, and she shoves her hand on Lilith's face with this burning fire. Let's see. Let's see if it hits. Oh, fallen dice.
Not the moneymaker.
The moneymaker is your personality, Ariel says in her head.
Does 16 hit?
My armor class is 16.
Okay, it hits. Okay. It does one. Oh no, it does. Hold on. Yeah, just all of 4 fire damage as she just like singes your face. You don't let go, but her hand is just like. You smell like slightly burning skin.
A little crispy.
Yeah. Her. Let's see. Okay, these 2. Twig Blight's turn. All of them are gonna rush to her aid, and immediately they bump into this invisible wall. The first one is gonna just blindly attack, and it does so with disadvantage. 12, plus the mod. It was 15. Does 15 hit? Ariel?
No, it
Plus
doesn't.
three
That's
modifier?
close.
You have a 16 armor class?
Yeah, but I have like 28 HP.
What the heck?
I remember in the very beginning I'm wearing the cloak or whatever that gives me higher armor.
This one that's at the base of the stairs is going to attack Azula, and the other one is going to attack Arena. Azula was a 5. Arena was a 13. Neither of them hit. Arena is going to try to end this one that's right behind her. 13. She hits 1d8. Yep, that's enough. She just continues slashing away at these twig blights that are surrounding her. she's gonna run up and then kind of like rush to see what's going on upstairs, hearing the commotion, like the screaming that's taking place. Let's see. Ariel, it's your turn. Lilith, you're on deck. Oh, wait. Irina just went. Azula, did we skip your turn?
No, I went and then Lilith went. I shot an arrow. I shot two arrows.
Okay. Sorry.
They both-
Sorry, that's my bad. Ariel, it's your turn.
Okay, so you said before that like I could make it past a tree, right? So could I like go like right here, possibly?
I allowed you to jump over one, but like jumping over, like
A series.
they're like they're a series of them when they're all like bunched together. Yeah.
Can I go? Can I push one?
Nah,
Nah, that wouldn't really make a difference. Huh. Okay, but what I wanted to do is thunderclap. I'm just trying to get as close as I can in optimal position without like. Oh yeah, you just tell me where I can go, as close as I can go, or if it's just right here, and that's okay too.
Yeah, you're kind of limited to where you are and the stairs right in front of Azula. That's pretty
Okay,
much it.
then I'll just stay right here and then go for the druid and the trees and clap again.
All right, go for it. That's me.
Okay, so
That's a con. What?
13.
Druid fails. Twig Blight saves somehow. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage on the
Because
druid.
they don't have ears.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
All right, it's a 4.
Okay. Yeah, and that's enough. You just like come back down, like where her head's at. You just like right in that druid's ear as she keeps yelling, "Why are you doing this to me?" That was 4 damage. You say?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you guys think we could reason with her?
Yeah. Should we
let's
have tried to
see.
talk to her?
It's
Lilith,
too late for this one.
She's not a
Read-
chokehold.
Lilith, it's your
we
go.
read his mind. Yeah.
I
Wait.
mean,
Wait, now you skip me. Now you actually skip me.
wait, I thought you shot the bolt right after I had grappled her.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I thought you went after that. My bad.
Yeah.
Can I try yeeting her into the barrel?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll strength with advantage.
All right, so that's 23.
Yeah, you lift open one of the barrels that's full of liquid, and you just throw her in, and you close it. Or do you close it? You
Yeah,
just throw
no,
her
I
in. Okay.
Is
And-
there a hole at the top, or is she just suffocating in there?
It was pretty full, and yeah, she like goes in. You hear like a muffling in the inside for a little bit,
That's gonna be a
And-
tasty batch of wine.
and after a
You're
couple moments,
wineboarding her.
nothing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
the
don't feel good
surrounding
about that.
the the twig blights shriek in anger, and yeah.
Fuck these
Lilith,
little twigs.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Not even a prayer.
All right.
Goodbye.
The ravens continue their attack on the twig blights, picking off 3 more. All right, Azula, it's you.
I want to kick the one next. Can I? Nah, I can't even get around Ariel, huh? I just want to kick these little things. I want to.
There's one right below you, by Arena.
Okay, I want to kick that one. I'll give him a little kicky.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
What am I texting? 12?
Yeah, we'll say since it's distracted with Arena, go ahead and roll with advantage.
19 plus 2 plus 5, 24.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
It's just solid 3.
Yeah, describe how you obliterate this one.
I want to jump off the stairs and step on it.
All right. Lucky Twig Blight, and as you do so, it just destroys underneath the weight of your feet. Arena definitely liking the cut of your jib as you completely just destroy that Twig Blight. We've got. Oh yeah, is that gonna conclude your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him space upstairs.
Okay.
No, so let me hold on. There. Turn concluded.
All right. Let's see. The 3 remaining Twig Blights. One's asleep. One of them is still fighting this invisible wall that's in front of it. It'll attempt an attack on you, Ariel, with disadvantage again. 19 for the first one. 18 for the second one. This time,
oh my goodness,
it can only be blocked by an invisible wall for so long as it just finally scratches at you, and it gets a little bit of blood on its
Ouch.
dealing all of 2 damage. It's an annoyance. It's a scratch, just like on like the bare side of your leg as it like cuts you.
Did it rip my clothes?
Let's see if it ripped your clothes.
So give me 1 minute.
2.
I'll be right back.
It didn't. Yep.
Whew. That's impressive. Being able to cut my skin, but not my clothes.
There was
I
some.
appreciate it though.
Maybe at the ankle. Maybe at the ankle it saw some bear skin, or like it managed some bear skin.
Okay, I'll take it. I was about to be real angry.
All right, Arena is going to go up to you and say, Azula, are you okay?
Yeah, easy. Nothing a pile of sticks could scare me. There's a really good batch of wine cooking upstairs too.
What just happened up there?
The druid in charge just got thrown into a barrel of wine, but something tells me we might have been able to reason with her.
Well, she kind of like looks down awkwardly.
Yeah, same. I kind of feel bad, but you know, it is what it is, and now we can get some wine.
It's funny because technically she's probably still alive. She's just like in the barrel. Like,
should we go check on her?
How long is each turn? Like,
oh yeah, you're right. She takes 3 minutes to drown, so maybe we should. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go try to open the top and see if I'm gonna go check on the barrel.
Oh, it's not your turn yet. She was just talking to you.
I thought we were still in battle. I thought we were out of battle already. My bad.
We still got a couple more to deal with. Ariel, it's your turn. You got the one that scratched you, the one behind it, and then there's a sleepy one right next to Lilith. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna attack the 2 next to me and thunderclap again.
All right. Con 13, right?
Mhm.
Both fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
All right. Oh yeah. Describe how both of those are destroyed.
Yeah, so this time I'm really mad that I got scratched, and the thunderclap comes down, and as the thunder is coming down, I'm strengthening it extra by harmonizing with it, and it somehow hits both of them and knocks them out in one go.
Nice. And they just just like disintegrate into a pile of twigs and dust. The crows at this point just like and like returning to the rafters, kind of like escaping through like holes in the sides of the building, some windows. And yeah, with the last one sleeping, we're gonna conclude battle here. Go ahead and divide 1050 experience and
10.
Yeah, 1050 experience, and then give me 5 minutes.
Good to go. All
right. Yeah, what do you guys want to do now that you've...
I want to check the wine barrel.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Ooh, 13.
Yeah, any remnants you might have seen of the druid at this point has not come to the surface.
I stick my hand in.
Don't bodies float?
You know
Or
what?
she
I'm gonna dive
disintegrated
into.
'cause she's...
I'm gonna dive into the wine.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll perception for me again.
And
Can
I'm gonna have the back end of my spear ready to put in there for something for her to
Net
grab
20,
onto.
baby. -1.
Yeah, you with Lilith behind you, you go like torso first into this wine, and in the murk of the fermenting wine, you manage to like blindly grasp at a limb, reach back, and then pull it back, and out the both of you come out of this vat, completely like drenched in this wine. Did you drink a bit?
Nah, I don't think so. It was a quick one too, right? It wasn't like a deep search.
You were there for like a couple seconds.
Nah, I don't think I drank. Is she alive? Is she breathing? Can I CPR her?
Yeah, go ahead and roll medicine.
-1 -1, it's a 0.
Yeah, this one looks too far gone.
Oh fuck.
Is it like, is it too late for me to try? Or I ask like Azula, like,
Ooh,
is she
I don't know.
gone, or should I try?
I touch her pulse. I touch her skin to see if she's cold or like has a pulse.
It's not looking good.
I think. Oh, sorry. I think that's
If
it.
only I could speak with the dead. Oh well. And I pull out one of the fur pelts that I acquired our last battle, and I dip it in that wine barrel, and I'm like, since this wine isn't any good, I'm just gonna use it to dye this pelt red.
I like that. Okay.
And can I search the druid?
Oh, not
On
Lilith,
her,
that
she had
body.
you pulled like in her dying grasp, she still had that quarterstaff on her, so she pulled that out with you. And then she was wearing an animal skin gown, this horned headdress, and there were 3 necklaces of human teeth on her.
Right call. Right call.
Yeah, I guess we did the right thing.
Can I have the headdress and or gown, or does anyone else want that? You can have the
All
teeth.
you. That's
No,
all you.
I'm good. I'm good. That was okay. Yeah, I'm good.
I wish I had a bag of holding for all my stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm wearing the headdress, and I'm taking the and I'm not taking her gown off her because that's uncouth.
Also, I'm imagining. Keep
taking
in
the
mind, this
headdress.
was in the wine barrel. Is this still dripping wine? Like,
Yeah,
Is it red
not
now?
even dried. Yeah, there's a red stain to these horns or these antlers or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna carve things into them later, but for now I like can't hold it, so I guess it's okay. I put it around my satchel. Does it have like a cave, like a
Yeah,
or
you
is
can
it like round all the way? Or...
You can use some of the straps
hang it?
to fashion like a tie off to like hold a couple extra items or clothing.
Okay, it's hanging off my bag.
Yeah.
Can I check the other wine to see if like it's fermented enough to drink? I know that there's like a stage of out fermentation that like you'll go blind. Is this wine ready to sip on?
Which barrel do you check?
The far left.
The far left one, I mean, you looked at all 3 of them. They all appeared like good to go.
Okay, I think we're ready. Then I'm gonna take my 2 hands and take a big old scoop of wine and start drinking.
Okay. Can you
before she drinks? Can I just say something real quick, like in character before she drinks that?
Yes.
Well, wait, shit, I wouldn't have been there. Never mind.
You would have. Wait, what do you mean?
She was pouring shit
She
in.
drank it. Roll a con
Yep.
13 save.
Yeah, god fucking damn it, bro.
Wait, me?
The druid
Yeah, you.
was pouring shit into the wine when we first got there, remember? But I wouldn't have seen that as Lilith, because you were the first one in there.
Hey,
Saving
Lilith,
throw?
Lilith, you know what? Take some inspiration. I appreciate your commitment to
Got me fucked up, dude.
con 13 saving throw.
Remember,
Okay,
we should have inspo from the last session, so you
Yeah, I
might
was
want to be
gonna say,
using
I'm gonna
that.
use my inspiration because I rolled a 5 and oh, period. I rolled an 18. Suck it.
Okay.
How tasty is this fucking wine?
It's 10 HP poison damage worth tasty.
At least it wasn't 20. At least it wasn't 20. You usually take half.
But yeah, you do manage to avoid poisoning. As you drink it, like you feel like an acidity down your throat, and it's unlike any beverage that you tasted, and you feel like a pain in your stomach, and just you immediately get nauseated for a moment. That wine had some bite to it for sure.
Hey, I have a glass bottle. Can I package the wine?
Yeah.
Poison
Okay,
wine?
cool.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. Make sure
so-
you label it correctly.
The contents are the equivalent of the potion of poison, so you can just add that to your and then like mark it or like add a note that says poisoned wine or something like that. Yeah.
So had she poured it into all of them?
She was on
We
the
don't know
she was
for
on the
sure.
furthest left one. The one that you drank out of was explicitly the one that Ariel had.
Damn, I would drink the
Observed.
poison wine. I would drink. Let's just take this wine back to these people. I'm over this.
Can
As
can
Emma
I?
Have some of this
Can I-
delicious sandwich.
says.
God damn it! I can't believe you went for that one.
Great. That was great.
Can I shape water the wines? I'm trying to see if I can feel the difference in weight of wine between the one that's poisoned and not. Just for the future. Training myself for any other future scenario.
Yeah, as you shape the wine from the different barrels, they all weigh the same to you, but that doesn't narrow down compared to the weight of water that you're normally capable of shaping. So.
And I say, whoop, that's a bust. And then I am like, we should explore the rest of this place.
Yeah,
Fiver before
we know this isn't the only
explore?
druid,
Wait,
probably,
we take a
so.
break? Wait, we take a fiver before we explore.
All
Oh,
right,
yeah.
let's take
Right.
that. All right.
Ready to
The druids let this body lay there while now picked a part of its things. What do you guys want to do? Sorry.
Do you guys want to explore those stairs? Upstairs and to the left?
Sure.
Yeah,
Also,
you guys.
just for
Yeah,
future
go ahead.
reference, can you make other players invisible or just yourself?
I can now with my glyph or whatever. I can like trigger the glyph and hold invisibility, but I don't have a lot of. I'm not like
Swimming
super
in spell
proficient
slots.
at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
I
no
mean,
worries.
what's a spell slot? I just mean it's a new spell for me.
Got it.
Mhm.
Your brain is only filled with so much knowledge, you know?
Yeah. But
Brain
yeah.
smooth.
Should I go the other way and then we meet in the middle, or is that a bad idea?
Let's split up, Scooby Gang. I don't know. In horror
Alright, me
movies,
and
that's how
Arena
you
take
die.
this room. Yeah, me and Arena take this room. Liv and Ariel take the other room. And absolutely nothing bad could possibly happen.
Okay,
Alright.
that's how you know we can't be doing it. Come on, you can't say shit
Wait.
like that, dude.
It's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke.
Okay, but if we get attacked though in one row, we can't. Only the person in the front can attack because the doorway is super. This is like a super small area. Is my thought because we're gonna get in the same position that we were at last time when we were on the stairs. Ariel thinks to herself, "I don't want to be a shield again."
I'll take the lead on this.
Okay.
how about we go find some good wine? Because that
Check-
wine right there is not good.
Keep in mind, we do have the trees banging at the front door, and we know that there were like at least
Oh
3
yeah.
druids.
Wait, are the trees still banging at the door?
Well, this tree didn't disappear. I point to the one that's asleep at our feet.
Can I kick that tree?
Wait, it's asleep.
I don't
Faster
care.
than the wine thing. with-
No, I don't
Druid-
want to drown.
druid
Drowning's
and
one of the
tree
worst ways to
wine.
die. I'm gonna kick the tree.
Lilith didn't
Yeah,
think about that.
roll to hit with advantage.
Lilith did what Lilith had to do, alright? I don't
18,
appreciate this judgment.
19.
Roll damage.
And it's okay. I got
Three.
a good headdress out of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you destroy that thing.
If she didn't destroy it,
I
would we
wanted
all
to-
have to roll initiative?
Theoretically, yes.
For sure. For sure.
Don't worry, guys. I kick the tree and it turns into a pile of sticks into the air. Like poof.
One kick siren. I like it. Alright.
Bye. I sing da 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 as it like as the wind
The
takes it away.
Oh, that's
Titanic
funeral
song?
song? That's your
Yeah.
funeral song for the tree? For sure, dude. I like it.
He doesn't know.
No, I don't know either. You're right. It's a nice song. I feel like that could be a hit, dude.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. What do you guys do now?
You guys want to head upstairs?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, I'm gonna take the lead and I'm gonna go right here. Do I see this door thing?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm right behind you.
Can I open it?
Yeah.
Alright, open it. Now walk in. And I wanna go this way.
All right. This turret contains a stone spiral staircase. Windows in the outer wall allow light to enter. Are you trying to head?
Does it go up or down?
It only goes down from here since you're on the second floor.
I'll wait till Ariel and Arena get here. See what
Alright.
we do. Hey guys, there's a staircase here.
You trying to come with? We can move your token if you want us to.
I think you're on mute.
Yep. I look around like, where'd everyone go? And then I
I love it. Okay. So that takes you back down to the ground floor. Right.
question. So invisibility is for 1 hour.
Are you invisible
So-
right now?
Am I?
Yes. It only like
So funny.
only like maybe the whole battle took like not even a minute, and then your interaction with the vat probably took another 5, so you're solid for another like 50-ish minutes of invisibility,
So they-
provided you're not like provided you don't get hit somehow and then you lose concentration on that.
So you're telling me that when everyone left me and I was like behind, they just assumed I was with them because I'm invisible? Or can they sense my like the humidity?
I think they sensed the humidity, and then also the fact that you started taking things from the druid and like putting it on your head and it just went invisible. You took like the horned antlers and just like they did have that conversation with you. So
Do her footsteps make like ploppy sounds since she's always wet?
It's my skin that's glistening.
Yeah, that's up
That's
to you.
like
I
the
know,
nicest
how's-
word for it.
Glistening.
Yeah,
I feel like any other
She's-
adjective felt wrong.
sweaty.
Yeah. Pretty sweat.
But yeah, so you guys are back on the ground floor, and you see that it leads back to the lower floorway of the wine area, and it continues down once more.
You guys want to go down more?
I'm down to follow you. Yeah, we have this upstairs and then that whole like bottom floor to explore too. Since we're already up here, do you want to finish exploring the upstairs, or I'll leave it
Yeah,
up to you?
let's go back up. Let's go back up for now. One step at a time.
All right. Okay, so
So there's a hallway, and at the end you see a stairwell that goes down, and there are four doors on your left.
Do you
Should we all open a door together?
do you wanna peek in with your invisibility and see if you see anything?
Yeah, sure. I like go. I turn the doorknob and then I look inside through the peak.
Okay. The rightmost one.
Yeah, the one I'm outside of.
You peek inside and you see a room containing a rectangular table surrounded by 8 chairs, an L-shaped cupboard, and a floor-to-ceiling closet pantry. Next to the pantry is a small iron stove. You've opened what appears to be a kitchen.
Nom 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 nom.
Kitchen
I've
and
learned
dining
my
room.
lesson from eating things I don't know.
Do I see any seasonings? The rations haven't been tasting great.
Yeah, there are some like really basic cooking ingredients.
Anything good?
There's some salt, some pepper, some oil, different kinds of oils for cooking. Flour.
Okay, I'm over it. It's okay. And then I'm like, the coast is clear over here. Should we open the door? I kind of like nudge you and I'm like, let's open this door. And then I like go turn and then I go peek.
Okay. 2 pairs of bunk beds occupy this room. Against the west wall rests 4 identical footlockers.
And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. There's some lockers in here, guys. And then go in. And what are in the lockers?
Let's see.
Clothes?
Clothing and personal belongings. Nothing really of value. You do see scattered around the room are some toys. One looks like a child's wooden rocking horse, except that this horse is like black with wild eyes and it has painted orange flames where its mane, tail, and hooves should be.
Oh, it's like the horse that came down to town. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly
then
like that.
And then I'm like, nothing that important there unless you guys want to check their lockers. And then I move to the side over here for a sec.
Oh, sorry. This one was another one of the same. You see another pair of bunk beds.
Should we?
Yeah, more foot lockers.
Okay. Peekity peek into the lockers. I say, there's more lockers in here.
Again.
Hear the word peekity peek.
Yeah.
More clothing. Yeah, these belong to a woman and some children.
Okay, and I say, where are all the kids? And then I open this last one. I'm like, I bet I know what's in this room.
Okay.
Peek.
As you do so, in this chamber are a desk, a chair, a tall wooden cabinet, and a strange contraption that takes up most of the northern end of the room. And 3 creatures are here. One appears human, but is so caked with dirt and mud that's hard to know for sure. Her hair is full of twigs and her face is hidden behind a veil of moss. She's rooting through the contents of the cabinet and haphazardly tossing them onto the floor. But behind her stand 2 creatures made entirely of dead vines.
And I'm like, Yeeksnay, trouble a.
I'm gonna see if they notice you. The door opening rather. Okay, yeah. This druid like hears the door open, and then she turns her head. We're not alone. And the two vine creatures just like start to hiss like, and then they start to move. I want everyone to roll for me initiative again.
Here we go.
18.
I know what's behind this door.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, period 20, not nat. Oh, it's just initiative though.
Hey, a good roll's a good roll. I got 8. No,
Good
7.
roll, but I wish it
7.
was my next roll.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna need Ariel. What'd you get again? Ariel,
18.
and then
Sorry, you can't hear me.
Lilith,
7.
and then Azula.
20.
20.
Not nat.
Okay.
But if you want to give me a bonus, I'll take it.
All right. Sorry, give me a second.
You're good.
Almost there.
So cute. Oh, sorry. There he is. Little
All right.
chicken nugget.
Z.
Looks
Okay.
like a sleeping branch.
Azula, you said 20?
Mhm.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. Be doing. Braided vines, a floral crown, and I'm assuming that's.
I mean, you
Druid?
unless Ariel says
Oh, I don't
anything,
see
you
it.
don't
You're right,
see
you're right,
what's
you're right,
inside.
But I know that I'm in battle mode then.
I mean, I don't know if
Okay.
you hear a hissing from inside. The door opens. You don't sense Ariel stepping in, and you hear like a voice from
Okay,
inside.
So I'm gonna peek in. So how far in are you in, Ariel?
I'm not inside. I just like peeked. I creaked the door open, and then I like went boop, and then
Okay, I'm gonna take my action to say, what's inside, Ariel?
I said earlier, Ixnay troubles nay, and then so I say two. I don't know. Do I know what they are? Can I say what they are?
Well, you observe this creature made solely of vines that somehow has limbs, a torso, and legs. They're standing like 7 feet tall, and meanwhile you see this just as haggard looking druid kind of like ferally like pouring through things, just throwing things as she was searching, and now like her attention is focused towards whatever is coming through the door.
I say trouble, and then I step back, and I'm like, you can look if you want.
I am going to.
Yeah, I'll allow you to pass by her if you need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a peek.
Okay.
And so once I peek, can I see the braided vines and the floral crown?
You see all of them, yes, once you take a peek. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast. I'm gonna shoot them with an arrow for now. I'm gonna shoot the braided vines with an arrow.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit for both.
13.
Okay. That hits.
And a 22.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hold on. 3 + 4 plus. Six. 3 + 4 + 6. That's 7 + 6 is 13.
13 total damage. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that is. Sorry, I was doing math. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I'm in core.
And you shoot 2 arrows and they kind of like they shoot in.
Shoot them at the same time.
Oh wait, are you shooting each of them or are you shooting one of them?
Braided vines, just both at braided vines.
Okay,
two
so
at the same time.
both your arrows fire and like they kind of like you see them take purchase and like sink into the mass of vines and then slowly like kind of like crawl down. It like
absorb into the vines.
It gives out like this guttural like and then like kind of like shimmies your way. Ariel, it's your turn.
Sorry, 1 second. My dogs are. I have to let them in. Okay. And I. Okay, I guess I step through. Oh, sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. And I go right in this corner, and I thunderclap.
Okay, con 13. I know that by now. Braided vines fails. The other 2 save.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and roll.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Okay. Seven.
Yeah, and this already wounded mass of just like foliage just like further collapses in on itself with your clap right against its ear. The other 2 kind of like not seeing, they don't see, but like just like preparing for battle are not taken aback by this sudden explosion of sound right beside them. Is that going to conclude your turn?
Yep. And oh wait, actually, sorry. And then I step back. I can step back up to here, right? Well, I don't want to block the door, but like just like out of the way.
And they don't get an opportunity attack because they don't see you. So as far as they're concerned, like the sound bomb went off right beside them, but they don't know what the cause of it was.
Okay.
Let's see. Irina's seeing how crowded it is. It's kind of like is going to come in and kind of like step in here just for quick cover and like clearing up the hallway a little bit. Lilith, it's your turn.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to use Bane.
Okay.
And so it says up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make a charisma saving throw. So I'm gonna move down the hall just so that we're just so that I can see them.
Sure.
Yeah, and so they have to make a charisma saving throw. And whenever any target that fails that saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract that number from the attack roll or from the saving throw.
Okay. Go ahead and okay, so that's a saving throw on their part.
Yeah, it's a charisma 13 saving throw.
Braided passes. Floral fails. Druid fails. So both Floral and the Druid are baned.
Nice.
Bane.
Also, Anna, your dog looks like a literal teddy bear. I appreciate it.
He is. Look at him. He just got his hair cut, and he doesn't care at all. Oh.
That's not a dog. That's a stuffed animal.
Look, and he doesn't care what you do, and he's super flexible too. So like, I can do whatever, and then he'll just be comfortable. Now he'll fall asleep like this. He's literally stomach out, sitting down. He's asleep now.
What a life.
All right. The druid, kind of like sensing the shenanigans that's taking place, puts both of her like gnarled like old hands onto the ground, and she goes, "Get them, my children!" And emerging from the floors of this ground, vines start to like and reach out and attempt to entangle everyone within range. I want everyone to roll me a wisdom saving spell, or wisdom spell save. So it's gonna entangle the ground right here.
19.
That's 18.
All right, Azula.
On mute. Sorry, 18.
Okay, everyone passed. Oh, even Irina passed. So you guys see, you hear the creaking of the floorboards below you, and you start to see vines start to lash out and try to grab at you, but you manage to avoid their immediate grasp. The floor will be difficult terrain for the time being. Let's see. Yeah, so it takes twice your movement speed to pass through these this area. All right. She goes, "Get them!" And then the braided vines comes out and attacks the first creature she sees, which is you, Lilith. She does so with a minus D4 to you, to her attack roll. Or yeah. Let's see. Oh, it was a nat 20, but minus D4. Oh, it's +4 to hit, and minus... Okay, so it's 14. Well, let's reduce the D4 anyways. Okay, so that's...
Wait, who?
I get bonked. Lilith gets bonked.
23 to hit. It deals 2d6 bludgeoning. 6 on the first one. 3 on the second one. 9 plus 2 more is 11 bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled. So it comes in and just goes like, and its vines like kind of like wrap around you like a couple times, slapping you at the very end, dealing this like really this really constricting sort of damage to you. All right. Let's see. Okay, so the other one, seeing the ineffectiveness that its mother's vines had on you, is going to attempt a similar move of its own. It puts its own vines into the ground, and more start to sprout out. 15-foot radius centered on him, so it's 5, 10, 10, 15. So let's see. Yeah, that'll be everyone. Difficult terrain. In addition, each creature of a blight's choice must succeed on a strength saving throw. So everyone needs to roll a strength saving throw except for Lilith.
Do I not still roll while grappled?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay.
12.
Okay, you barely pass, and as like these vines, like more vines start to come at you from where the vines from earlier failed, you manage to dodge these as well. Azula. You might be muted.
11.
Yeah, and you become restrained as well in your spot. All right, Irina gets entangled as well from within the room. Did I say Irina or did I say Azula?
You said both of them.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Azula, it's your turn.
I think I have to use my action to try to break the restraint, right?
You can use your action to break free, or you can use
Can I
it.
still shoot an arrow?
Yeah, you can stay in place, but you'll be restrained, so you won't be using your action to try to get out. If you want to get out, that's your
Okay.
action.
But restraint isn't like disadvantage, right? It just means I can't move.
Yeah, movement is 0.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at Mr. Braided Vines
All right.
twice. First time's gonna be a 14, and the second time's gonna be a net 20, baby! 25 in total.
Okay. Deal. Go ahead and deal damage on the first one. Crit damage on the second one.
Okay. Damage on the first one. Hold on, I have to do it differently because of the DP on. So damage on the first one is 4 plus 2 plus an extra d6. Four plus 2, 6, 7. 7 damage on the first one. Crit
Okay,
damage.
I'm adding that myself. Oh,
Perfect.
okay.
Second one is 2 plus 2 plus 8 plus
Mm-hmm.
3.
All right. Describe how you kill the braided vines.
Braided Vines gives the 2 arrow punch again, 2 straight through him, and when I shoot through them, the braided vines unbraid and just wriggle to the ground.
Oh, nice. As that happens, on the other side, you see the druids like menacing eyes, just like seethe with anger as like you've destroyed one of her children.
Woo!
All right. Ariel is up. You're currently free. You're just invisible.
Okay, yeah. So, what I do is Zula is no longer restrained, and Lilith is being constricted by the vine, right?
They're
No
both.
longer, right? Because you killed them?
Wait.
The second one had done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so you're still constricted, and let me see if I have something to cut you free.
Oh, you're technically not constricted anymore.
Oh.
Well.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
I forgot.
okay.
The one that was right on you had constricted you. Yeah.
Then I yell at the druid in the back, and I vicious mock,
Okay. And what do you say?
and I say, you have to make your own. You have to make these creatures because no one wants to be your friend.
Oh my
Got
god.
That cuts deep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she rolls with
Ooh.
disadvantage on that.
Seriously.
Oh my god, that disadvantage was good. She rolled 19 at first, 1 on the second. So go ahead and roll damage.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Also, I don't know if this is a homebrew rule, but I really appreciate the depending on how good the diss is,
Mhm.
depending whether or not they have disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's a good
A 5.
Oh.
How much?
5.
Yeah, and you can see her wince in pain as like those words cut deep from somewhere in the crowd. One of the two girls, one of the two women that she's seen poke her head in, thinking that it's coming from one of them, and she just like seething with anger.
Yeah, can I do that in one of their voices? Or is it too late?
Yeah, it more or less happened, but I think she automatically thinks it's gonna be one of them. Yeah, is that gonna be your turn?
So yeah, that's
Okay. Irina is gonna try to break out of her restraint. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, and she like slashes through, managing to free herself. She pops out and she goes, "Azula, are you okay?"
Yeah, Rena, I'm good. Nothing a couple sticks can't kick. I can't kick a couple sticks. Yeah.
All right, cool. Lilith, it's you.
I'm gonna whip out the old spear and go to town on the druid there.
Okay.
So that's 2 attacks and then a bonus attack with the spear.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
So that's a 18 and a 22 on the first 2 attacks. And then
Some
for the
good
bonus
rolls.
action, that's a 22. Oh, shoot. All right, sick.
All hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, sounds good. So that's 1, 2. So that's 11 plus 9 plus 20. So 26 damage.
Yeah. Describe how you take out this druid.
Seeing that I was freed, I just sprint towards her as fast as I can with my spear out and run through her with the spear and stick it into the wall behind her.
Oh.
That's brutal.
All right. And as she does, so she like looks at you, run towards her, and you just like, and she goes like, and she like looks at you with these like furious eyes, and then she just like, and the life just gives. Is that
Druid be
gonna
gone.
is that gonna be your turn?
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, with the druid out, the floral crown, seeing that you just taken out its mother, just like comes at you with its spines.
I think that it would die.
It's still up. 19. So I'm gonna roll 2d6. 2. That is a 6, 8, and 10 total bludgeoning. It's pissed. And you are grappled yet again.
Okay.
That's not how you spell it, but you guys get it.
All I'm saying is shout out to that
Great
dream for
roll.
overhealing me, dude.
That what?
Oh, I said all I can say is shout out to that dream for giving me a little bit of bonus health at the start of this. Definitely needed it.
All right. That's gonna be its turn. Azula is up. Ariel is next.
I'm gonna give her the 2-arrow special again, Miss Floral Crown.
Okay.
First one's gonna be these rolls are not gonna be good. I've had too many good rolls. Let's see. A 14. And
Hits.
the 9.
First one hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Big money. 9 plus. Big freaking money. 9 plus 5. 15 total.
15 damage. Oh my god. Yeah, and this one like seems to strike like it strikes right. It's hit right in the side of the like the neck area, and you see like green ooze start to like come out of the side of its body as it still focus is intent on like attacking Lilith. Is that gonna be your turn?
You're on mute.
I think that's it. That's gonna be my turn. I'm gonna actually stand in the room
All right.
after.
All right,
But yeah.
Ariel, you're up.
I use Vicious Mockery and I say in Azula's voice, you had to make okay, the only reason you have a crown is because you have a bald spot.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, it's my roll. Oh, it critical fail 1. Go ahead and roll damage.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
5. It must be really bald under those
That's
vines.
great.
Yeah, and you see one of the flowers on its crown just like start to wilt off. As you do so, it definitely dealing some what you would imagine would hurt its feelings if it had any. Irina is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah.
Irina, seeing everyone rush in, is gonna follow suit and just attack. Let's see. 14, does that hit? Yeah, it hits. She does a 4 plus 1, 5. She deals 5 slashing on this creature, just coming up from the side and just like the grasp that it has on Lilith just goes free, just like cuts the vines that were grabbing at you, and you can hear it like screech in pain, like. Lilith, it's your go.
Okay, newly freed. Since the spear's in the wall, I'm gonna use my great axe and try to chop down this tree.
Nice.
I'll roll a hit. That's a 15 and a 21.
Both hit. Roll damage.
So that's 13 and 11.
Describe how you kill this.
Chopping it down like I would chop down a tree. I slice through the vines in half, cutting it down.
Nice. And with that, like, it just collapses like in half, just like the leaves just like falling on the vines just like collapsing on the ground like heavy ropes. The entanglement that had come from the floor below, some of it recedes and some of it wilts. And yeah, you guys have fallen this druid in here.
Does it have seeds?
Yabong.
Like,
I'm gonna do
for the
something.
flowers? Like,
Yeah, there's seeds lying about, yeah. And
I grabbed the seeds.
yeah, and on her person there's like a bag of seeds, for sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna grab my arrows because I haven't been grabbing my arrows, and I just realized I left some arrows back there.
Okay.
On the road, I subtracted them already, but I'm gonna grab these back. And yeah.
You can retrieve half of the ones that you fired for these ones. I want you 3 to split 550 experience.
How much?
550.
That's a 183 person. Woo!
All right, with the druid just down, like still impaled on that wall. The room is now empty of hostiles. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna put my foot up against the wall to brace myself and get back my spear.
And as you do so, like the druid's body just like collapses to the ground in a heap, almost like at this point indiscernible from its children.
Can we take a rest? Can we take a nap? Anyone down for a short nap? Short nap would be really cool, right?
Yeah,
Short naps are pretty sick.
Anyone want to watch me while I short nap?
I can sing you.
Irina
I'll
goes
sing
like,
you the Song of Rest.
yeah, and Irina goes like, I can take watch while you rest.
Cool. That'd be really awesome.
You know, while
There's
you're
some
napping,
beds.
you know, I wouldn't mind napping too. I mean, if we're napping, you know.
There are 4 beds in the other 2 rooms.
Yeah, that's
Before.
exactly why I said it. Like,
Yeah.
there's some beds, you know, there might be another druid here, but we could just lock the door, like.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, Irina posts up in the hallway as you guys decide to short rest.
Okay, don't be afraid to wake us up, Arena.
Okay, go ahead, get your rest. As you guys take a long rest, yeah, go ahead and restore however many hit die you want to. Ariel, you're no longer invisible. Your invisibility wears off in the middle of it.
And again, we can choose to roll multiple dice. That's how that works.
Yeah, up to as many as your total hit die
Got it. Okay.
But then if you take a short rest later, then you won't have any hit die to restore, right?
Got it. That makes sense. Do I have to choose beforehand, or can I roll one and be like, oh, that wasn't enough, I need to roll another one?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Alright, and you guys, unless there was anything you guys wanted to discuss during that short rest, or attune to anything, or what have you?
I Song of Rest. And then each of these creatures around, all these friendly creatures that hear my performance gain an extra 1d6 hit point.
Wait, whose room are you in? You're in my room, right?
I can sing loud enough for both rooms.
Yeah, she sang it for everyone.
Got it. So how much did we gain?
1d6.
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 Hey, that was the I rolled
Is
a
it the
1, but
same
that was the
D6
one I
you roll-
needed.
Okay, got it. Big money, big money, big money. 3. Nice. I'm very well rested now.
All right. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? You guys wake
Who
up
took
feeling...
the quarter?
Oh, go ahead.
Who took the quarter staff? Because you should attune it if you have it.
I didn't take it.
I
Does
didn't,
anyone want it?
but I'm gonna make a blood potion, blood curse, blood maledict. You make the spell of a unbreakable.
Okay.
I'm
Sweet.
gonna grab it then, and I'm gonna run back, grab the quarterstaff, and then switch it with my spear.
Okay.
Wait, let me go look at it. Let me look at how good it feels in my hand.
yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, what do you guys want to do now?
Do you guys want to keep exploring?
Yeah, we gotta find this last druid. We should try to sneak up on her. Them. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I'll make my way to the dining hall and wait for you guys.
I say, does anyone want a spear? I'm holding too much stuff, and this quarterstaff looks much cooler.
Irina says,
Thank you.
I can hold on to it if you don't want it.
Oh,
I
also,
hand it to Rena.
are you guys doing Yeah, you guys are doing carrying weight, right? That's the thing we have to worry about.
I'm not making the biggest deal about that.
Got you. So everything within reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of really random stuff right now. Yeah.
Did you
You're gonna
say
have to tell
wait,
me if I need to drop anything.
you gave her a spear, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. But I like categorized everything. Like, I have a ton of topaz and like random stones.
Okay. All right. Are you? Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, one more thing. I also have the ashes still. St. Andral's.
For sure. For posterity's sake. Okay. Well, what are we doing now?
You go to...
There's a spiral staircase to the right and spiral staircase to the left, to the bottom, right?
And then the kitchen has 2 doors leading from it, so we can get to that blacked out section of the top. I mean,
Yeah.
so we
let's
can
go
explore
there.
what's behind the doors.
Thank you.
Woo!
Yeah, I appreciate that. All right. The right one or the bottom one?
Leave it up to you guys.
Let's flip a coin. Let's roll a d4. Odds right, evens left.
Also, while that's happening, what does the quarterstaff look like?
It's just a long wooden staff. This particular one, if you took it off of a druid, it has like carvings, and it's got like a fine like I don't know, not finish, but like the craftsmanship behind it is actually pretty good. It's got like leaves and vine designs on it.
Is there like a spot at the top where I can put a stone? Like one of the stones I found?
No, but I think you can manage carving it in during some downtime.
Cool.
So yeah, which door are you guys gonna take?
The dice says right.
Say no more.
All right. As you peer inside, this room contains a 4-poster bed. Its headboard carved in the likeness of a giant raven. A soft black rug covers the floor between the bed and the door. In the corners of the south wall stand 2 slender wardrobes with the tapestry of a church hanging on the wall between them. Beneath the tapestry sits a handsomely carved rocking cradle. To the north, under a window, is a plain desk and chair. Other furnishings include a wooden chest and a freestanding mirror in a wooden frame. Boop.
You said there's a chest, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Can I look inside the chest?
It's locked.
Can I
we
swing
break
at the
it?
lock with my axe?
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
And while that's happening, I'll be like, Ariel's gonna be like, be right back. And then she goes into the other room and checks the desk.
I rolled an 8.
You destroy the lock, but you also jam the mechanism that you destroy it so that it's it can't open. It's like collapse.
Oh no.
The locking mechanism collapses on itself. Ariel, go ahead and roll for me perception while you search.
21.
Okay, inside the cabinet, you do find a key hanging on a loop of twine.
Sweet.
Nice.
Too late. Yeah, okay, I pull it up and I'm like, I wonder what the witch was looking for. I mean, the druid. And then I run.
Can I try smashing the wood with the axe, or is
Yeah.
that too much?
No, go for it. Roll strength.
Alright. Oh no! It was on a 19, then it rolled over to a 1.
And I hand over the key as that whatever happens.
Yeah, your axe just goes right into the center of the chest, just destroying it in half, and then the contents all spill out and on the floor. Some of it now destroyed.
Hey, what do you think that key's to?
I try to fit it into what was once the lock.
Every hole we're gonna try to unlock with, even if the door's unlocked already.
Does it
Okay,
fit in
so
the old
the
hole?
lock was destroyed. There's no, it won't even take the key. But among the things that are scattered, you see a gold locket worth 25 silver pieces, somehow still intact. Upon inspection, it contains a painted portrait of a beautiful woman, and then a pouch that had been obliterated. Some of the gemstones still intact. There are 2 50 silver piece gemstones. The rest are kind of ground down little pieces.
Just a question: should we be destroying stuff because this isn't the druid's house? This is the guy outside that we were talking to's house.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's a really good point.
Should we leave it and then say it was the druid?
Yeah, I think that's the best. I think that's the best course of action here.
Definitely, they destroyed his house. They just wanted to.
For all he knows,
Loot and pillage.
we found these off of the druids' bodies and returned it to him.
Yeah, definitely.
I love this.
He fell into the wine vat.
It fell off a carriage, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, perfect. So,
I totally forgot this wasn't their house.
Also, not every paladin has to be super, you know.
never
But I'm
said I was
starting to realize
perfect.
a lot. Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
have our flaws. All right, perfect. With that thoroughly rummaged through, what else do you guys want to do? Oh, also there's coins, like bags of coins that had spilled out. I don't know if you were interested.
We're just gonna just look at them
Like,
and leave them. Heck yeah, we're picking up the bags of coins.
I'm like, I try to put the chest back together.
I'm gonna grab myself one of them little baggies of coins. How much is in there?
Okay, the one bag you picked up has 350 copper pieces.
Woo woo woo! That's like 3 gold pieces, right?
3.5, yeah.
I give 1 to each, and I take the half. I guess 100 to each, and then I take 50.
Wait. You're giving.
I thought you meant 1 copper piece each. I'm like, damn. I mean, it's cool you found it.
No, I
but
give 100 copper pieces.
I got it. I got it.
Wait.
1 gold piece.
You gave Irina 100 as well?
Yeah, she's
Alright.
part of this.
Okay, I'm just double checking. And then, yeah.
A
And
thoughtful
then
siren.
the other bag remains on the floor before you.
I say we can leave my portion on the floor.
I pick up her portion.
Okay. Okay.
No, but I also pick up the other bag.
The other bag, as you inspect it, contains silver pieces, and after spending a second or two counting, you find there are 185 silver pieces.
185. Wonder if that's divisible by 4. Can Ariel do math?
More of a singer.
46.25. I just give everyone 46, and
Uh-huh.
I'd leave the remainder on the ground because Ariel, Azula can't.
Because
do
we're
math.
thoughtful.
Whoever wants these leftovers, whatever, how much is left over.
It's all right. I leave it
I
because
think it's 1 left
I'm
over.
carrying too much stuff. Also,
Okay. All right. What else do you guys want to do? There are no doors aside from the one that you came in on this room.
Yeah, if I already looted the door, we can just go south to the door next to Arena.
As I look out the window, what do I see?
You see the vineyard before you, and you see a good view of some of the creatures that were chasing you, just like lingering out in the field, kind of like aimlessly. If you look immediately down, you see there's like a small crowd of them around the front door. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Some of them had lost interest. Some of them are still like where they last were, but not like actively still trying to get in. Perhaps they have like a small attention span.
Relatable
Alright.
trees, relatable. Alright.
What you guys want to do? Hallway? Okay. It exposes a hallway that with a door going eastward.
Yeah, let's keep exploring.
Oh
Alright.
wait, is the door locked?
No.
Okay, I still stick the key in to see.
Sure. Yeah. And it didn't go to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the door's not locked, so.
But correct, the door's not locked. So as you go into this room, you see it is the upper floor of this loading dock, and you look down below. Parked is a wagon with 3 barrels set in braces on the bed. A raised wooden walkway runs along the west, south, and east walls. Through a hole in the ceiling, you see the wooden arm of a loading crane with ropes and hooks dangling from it. There, you also see a... Hold on. Alright. One second.
I know we're gonna find out in like a second, but I can tell you're up to some bullshit, Lawrence.
Yeah, on the floor that you're standing on, the room is like a wooden floor with a 10-foot square hole cut in the middle of it. Looming over the hole is a wooden winch. Perched atop is a man with wild hair, rotted teeth, and skin painted red with blood. He waves a gnarled staff made of black branch and babbles at you.
He's
Yeah.
not taken aback by our beauty.
This one is not. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Dang.
He's like, he's like using his staff to
Damn,
like try
no
to like
one-
wave you away.
I was gonna charm spell. Okay. Hey guys, there's someone in here. What is it? Ain't your day, ain't your day. Big Bay, ain't your day.
Like, I know that code.
All right, I'll go in there.
Are we rolling initiative?
Not yet. He's
Yep,
kind of
okay.
like just like.
I blow him a kiss.
And he kind of like tries to like he thinks you're casting some sort of magic as it tries to like evade. He's like putting himself in this corner, kind of like backing up, hiding. He's kind of like trying to push you away with the staff that he holds in his hand, just like nah.
And
sto-
I
sto-
cast
sorry.
sleep. Oh, unless you want to do something.
No, you're fine. I was gonna. I have some weird shit in my inventory. Is there any issue with me just picking up random shit and pulling it out like 15 sessions later?
No, not really.
Okay, I have a live frog in my
Okay.
inventory. I don't remember why I have that.
Why the fuck?
But can I try offering it
Is
to
it
him?
still
and see how he
alive?
responds?
I don't think it's still alive anymore.
For all we know, Lilith has been taking
Have
very
you
good
been
care of
feeding
this
it?
frog.
Yeah, but have you been
I
feeding
mean, but
it?
of course.
Okay, roll persuasion with disadvantage.
All right. So that's a 12 and a 18, so 12.
He kind of like calms down and he wields his staff up like this, and then he kind of like lowers his hand to the ground as if to like accept the frog.
Not bad. Not
Here.
bad.
So do you
Here you
release
go.
the frog?
Oh yeah, you can have it.
The frog like just like 3 hops into the druid's hand, and he kind of like just like keeps it and puts it in his like pocket and kind of just like and then
What
then
did
he
druids speak?
okay, go ahead and roll. Actually, he speaks druidic. If anyone speaks druidic, then you can understand what he's like babbling at you.
Nope.
Okay. With that, he's gonna jump into the hole and run away.
Like he ran. You're sure he ran away? Like
Well,
Like-
he just dropped down into the hole. That's all you can gather from that.
With the frog.
can I
Mhm.
peek into the hole and see if I see anything? I have dark vision.
Well, yeah, you look down onto the lower floor. You see the wagon below, and you see him kind of like scramble around. He might still be in the house.
Should we chase after him?
I'll find him later.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we can just let him get away.
Call that a later problem.
Yeah, it's a problem for future Azula. What,
Okay.
anything else up there? They said there was barrels of wine, or no? That's just the.
That was down on the lower level.
Got it.
Okay. Well, I mean, cool. I guess. So there were 3 barrels on the wagon.
Lower level. On the lower level, yeah.
That's
Mhm.
exactly how many we needed to go
This
back
is
home.
exactly what we needed. You can give the guy his house back.
Yeah.
So that tells me there's one other place we haven't explored. It's an underground. Or I guess there's lots of unexplored doors technically, but there's also an underground we didn't go to.
Oh yeah, I guess we haven't explored all the bottom floor.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. You lead the way.
Make sure his home is safe for him.
Which way do you guys take? Because at this point, you can take the fermentation vats back down. You can go down the hallway, and then there's kind of like this ramp used for sending barrels down. Let's see. Yeah, back at the bottom of the hallway is like this turret with a sloping wooden floor that spirals from the cellar to the upper levels. Scratch marks suggest that barrels are rolled up and down the ramp on a routine basis. So, okay, so you're gonna slide down the the ramp.
Oh heck yeah!
All right. So yeah, you guys appear on the ground floor.
Can I make it slippery with the water?
Oh
in my
heck
jugs?
yeah!
Oh yeah, and from the very top, you let water come down, and you essentially
Water
create
slide.
Barovia's probably
That feels
first
good.
ever or only
Yeah.
ever water slide in the history of.
Lilith having the time of her life right now, despite
Yeah.
almost being murdered.
Does that mean that any surface is like a slip and slide for you, Ariel?
Are you wearing shoes?
I mean, I am wearing shoes.
So your feet don't plop when you walk.
No, I told you it's more of a glisten than a soak. You know?
If you were barefoot, would they?
I don't know. You want to find out? And then I like pull out my foot.
No.
Do they?
Does she touch them? Are they?
No, I'm saying walk barefoot and then see if there's a plop.
Okay, I do. Does it? Does it?
I mean,
Do you?
it's up to you. You control whether or not you leave like a footprint,
Yeah.
like a beach
don't plop?
footprint on the,
No,
on the ground. Okay.
I don't plop.
Disappointed.
The
But
bottom
still
is,
having fun on the water slide.
for canon purposes and for any fan art, Ariel, the bottom of Ariel's feet are dry. So.
Oh my, well, hopefully that doesn't come into play for any fan art.
Oh
Lawrence.
boy.
Just
When
thought
do you say that?
just thought I'd let everyone know. We just confirmed it. I thought I'd just put that out there as, lore master. Keep strict notes, and for
Yeah, it's
anyone,
important.
That's
It's
canon.
important.
for anyone watching that wants to create fan art, just keep that detail in mind. All right, so you guys are on the ground floor. It goes down one more. If you wanted to ride the slide all the way to the bottom.
Heck yeah! Azula doesn't stop. She does the
Alright,
water
I'ma follow
thing
close
where you cross
behind.
your arms and put your feet straight.
All
Safety
right.
first.
Wait, but there's a door up there.
All right, so now you guys are at the cellar. All right, let me describe what is going on here. Hold on. Okay, so wooden pillars and beams support the 10-foot high ceiling of this ice-cold cellar, which is split in two by a 5-foot thick brick wall. A thin mist covers the floor. Each half of the cellar features an 8-foot tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. The western rack stands empty, but the eastern one is filled with wine bottles. As you guys land in the this side of the cellar, your commotion stirs the attention of a druid who had been on the other side of the wine rack. And upon seeing you all, he was in the midst of rifling through all of these wine bottles.
Oh, I knew I should have followed him. That's the same one, right? That's the guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception for me really quick.
Oh, actually, so as a blood hunter, I have advantage on its wisdom checks to track fae, fiends, or undead. Would that count here? Is this tracking him down? Would that count?
He is neither of those three.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perception. 11.
With an 11, you know that for a fact. Not for a fact, but with good confidence that this is not the same druid you had spoken, or that you had just interacted with earlier. That one was holding this very distinctive black, like staff that was like unlike anything you'd ever seen before. This one is kind of like more, like less grizzled than the other one, less feral. This one, upon seeing you all tumble down through the bottom, just from behind the wine rack, raises his arms and like he brings them together immediately he casts Thunder Wave, destroying all the wines that are in front of him and attacking the four of you upon your entryway. As he does so, bottles just pop as like in the wave of his blast. I want everyone to let's see. Everyone make a Constitution saving throw.
That's 12.
Okay, you save.
17.
Okay.
11.
All right.
Did we save? Did I save? Did I save?
You did not save. So 6, 2. You and Irina take 8 thunder damage, and then the other 2 take 4.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke. It's a response to being damaged.
Yeah. I like it.
And so you must make a Dex saving throw. Beat a Dex 14.
Okay.
Well, I take my 8 damage.
He does a 19.
Okay, well, he's still taking half of my damage, which is a total of 19 divided by 2. Do you take the bigger half or the smaller half?
You round down.
So you take 9 damage.
All right.
Stick my tongue out at them.
Yeah, and with the infernal rage of you receiving that damage and you sticking back your tongue in retort, licks of fire just like come up around him. He kind of like furiously tries to like take it out, but the damage has been done. Some of his attire and some of his body has been burned. I want at this point everyone to roll initiative.
15.
I got a 5.
7.
15 for Azula. All right. Azula, you're up.
Right. I'm gonna give Mr. Druid.
Can you bring your token down?
Oh yeah, sorry. Totally forgot I slip and slided. Oh, and because I took a short rest, my thing isn't imbued, so instead I'm gonna pull out my hand axe and my short sword, and I'm gonna imbue my hand axe.
Okay.
So let me get d6 of damage. So I take 2 damage, but I do an extra d6 of damage.
Okay.
On my hand axe, and I'm gonna just go at Mr. Druid with my hand axe and my short sword. So I'm gonna run up to him and give him the 2 slash special.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay. So first one is a 12.
That hits. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll the second one.
Second one is a 22.
Definitely hits.
Hey, big roll.
Roll damage.
And so for the hand axe, I'm gonna do 4. Hold on. 8 damage.
Okay.
For the short sword, I'm gonna do a solid 4 damage. So 12 damage. No, 6 damage. So 8 plus 6, 14 damage.
Okay.
In total.
And
I stick my tongue out again.
Yeah, and with your attacks, you like slice him down to size, and he's already like just like blooding, like a pool of blood already at the floor of his feet. He looks withered. He's gonna like look at his wounds, and he says, "Do you think you know fire?" He puts his hand on your on the square of your chest, and produces flame. He does a hold on. A 19 plus 4, that's a 23 to
Where's that?
hit.
Of course that hits.
6 fire damage. That's actually pretty good.
6 fire damage. All right.
Yep. And with that, kind of like this one and rushing to his no. Okay. They're just like these two are going to be able
Name
to.
them?
Yeah. This is just a personality. This one's kind of timid. He timidly walks over.
So
and
is Groot like I am Groot?
Well, he's the one that kind of resembles Groot. If you knew what Groot was, yeah, he just keeps saying Groot for some reason.
Got it.
Yeah, the beefy one and the timid one both attack you as well. 16 for the first one, 11 for the second one.
First one hits.
All right, 2d4 plus 1, 3, 5, 6. This one kind of like the timid one, just like looking around to see if anyone else was moving, kind of like comes at you and just goes like stabs you. 6 damage.
6 damage. Man, these trees.
Oh my god! I can't
Yeah, the rest of these just come around. This one comes right to Arena and attacks as well.
Yeah.
19 to hit. So it does 3, 6, 7 damage to Arena. 11. All right, Ariel, it's your turn.
Okay, so
Lilith, you're up.
Can I run past Arena or no?
Yeah, you can like stumble over Lilith and Arena on this slide. You guys just took that thunder wave. So.
Okay, and I go right here, and then I
Oh,
thunder wave.
I don't know if you can get
Go that
through.
far.
Yeah, you'd probably get to either right here.
Sorry, go ahead.
You'd probably get to right
Mhm.
here or like right behind Azula, but that's his, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, any of the space.
And I will. Can I? Is there a way for me to get in the range of both of them? If Groot's like slightly to the right, or is it like I can only hit Groot? That's fine.
What? Yeah, you probably only be able to get Groot. This is for Thunderclap, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, then in that case, I will just vicious mock him.
Okay. What do you say?
I say, wrong story. Get your own character.
It failed. Go ahead and roll damage. And Groot gets like an identity crisis. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that was a 7.
Oh shit. Yeah, and you see like it start to molt. Its bark falling off of its skin. Just like peeling off with your hurtful words. Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah, is he still saying I am Groot?
Not anymore. He's
Okay,
probably
cool.
saying I am hurt. Lilith, your turn.
A good one.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go and fight. Let's see. I'll fight this lookout one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to hit it with the with my great axe, and it's fine that I'm like swapping between weapons pretty quickly, right? Like that's not a big deal.
Yeah, so long as like they're stowed in like a reasonable way that's accessible to them. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 swings of the great axe.
Okay. Go and roll the hit.
So that's a 9 and a 14.
14 hits.
All right, roll for damage, and that's 7 damage.
Describe how you kill this one.
Oh, I bring down the great axe into the chest of this tree creature.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah, and then it just like sinks in itself. Just as you destroyed the wooden chest, 2 floors above, you destroy the chest of this wooden creature, and it just
damn
collapses. Irina is gonna run up and just try to finish what Ariel started with Groot. She like hops over the dead pile of wood that Lilith had done and is gonna attack. Okay, D8. Alright, what's your damage? Yeah, 1d8. She deals 10, 11. Yeah, she cuts down Groot, who was already contemplating its existence. She made the decision for him and told him, "You're not around anymore." All right, Azula, it's your turn.
All right, I want to try to finish off this druid in hopes of getting rid of the trees. Hopefully they're a one-shot deal. So I'm gonna go for the double hand axe short sword combo.
Go for it.
So since I get an extra attack, but I also like as a bonus action I can do 2-weapon fighting, which means if I'm holding 2 weapons, I get an extra attack. Does that mean I can attack 3 times?
Total of 3 times for your turn, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go 2 for the first one. No, 7 for the first one. 22 for the second one. And 19 for the third.
Second and third hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Seven plus. Okay, 8 for the first one, and then.
Describe how you kill this druid.
Oh. I just take my axe and I whack him right in the head, in between. And I don't think I slice all the way. I don't slice all the way through, but I get a good knock in there. I have to like pull it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I put my foot on him to pull it out and like, kick him
Oh,
off.
nice. And with that, like his arm just like hits some of the rack of the wine rack, and like he just falls down to the ground.
Yeah, that's what you get for wasting good wine.
Beefy and Timid look over at him and just like turn their attention towards you, like all pissed.
Oh, I thought they would disintegrate. I thought they were a one-shot deal. Oh, I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to run away, and I'm gonna take my attack of opportunities.
All right, they both get that. 8 for Timid. I think it was 15. Does 15 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. 2d4 plus 1. 2, 3, 4. 4 slashing is like one of them comes. 4 piercing is one of them come at you as you run away, like enraged at the fact that you killed their father. Yeah, and then you run around to the company of your friends and protection of your friends. This one is gonna go up to Ariel, seeing that it took down its brother, and is gonna attack you. No, it's gonna stay where it was. It's gonna raise its arms at you. It's like wooden arms, and then fire needles at you. Let's see. 18 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
1, 3, 4 piercing damage as needles, like these minuscule needles, just like prick your body. It's this really annoying pain that you get from like splinters and stuff like that. But I don't know if
the name.
I don't know if you're more annoyed by that or the fact that they're creating holes in the fabric of your clothes.
I'm pissed. I make a note to go back upstairs to get fabric in that locker.
All right. Let's see. This one's KO'd. Timid's gonna come around. They're both gonna come around, kind of like attack. $8, 17. So I'm assuming the second one hits, but the first one
Yeah, the
doesn't?
second one hits.
All right. 3, 1, 5. 5 piercing damage as this one kind of like juts its like spiny like claws into you and rips it out, drawing some of your blood. All right, Ariel, it's your turn. Lilith, you're on deck.
I use Vicious Mockery on Splinters,
Okay.
and I say, you know why they call you Splinters? Because no one wants to touch you.
Okay. Fuck. Con 13, here we go. At 12. What's the damage? Oops. Did that hurt?
Psych!
Psych damage.
7.
7. Holy crap, that's solid. Yeah, and you can see like this grimace appear on Splinter's face. Just roars at you. Is that going to be your turn?
And I will. Can I like go this way in hopes that someone can like do whatever move they want to?
Yeah. Let's see. Lilith, it's your turn.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna take a swing at Timid and Beefy
Okay.
with the great axe.
1 for each?
Yeah.
All right.
So an 8, which was a nat 1, and
Okay.
then a 24.
The second one hits.
Okay, and then I'll roll damage for it. That's 9 damage.
Okay, describe
to,
how you...
Timid.
Yeah, describe how... Oh, okay. Describe how you kill Timid then.
So seeing how it's like a tree, the axe just sort of makes sense, and yeah, take down its legs and then yeah, whack it while it's on the ground.
Boom. All right. Is that gonna be your turn?
That's all for me.
Irina's gonna turn around and make for Beefy. And unfortunately she misses. Her sword kind of just like and catching on the wine rack. Let's see. Azula, it's your turn. You may or may not be muted. I don't know if you're saying anything.
I am going to. I'm just gonna run up to Splinters and hit him with my hand axe.
Roll to hit.
Ooh, first one was a 7, and the second one was a 20. And for my tool weapon combo, I'm gonna go into the second hit with the short sword. Not 1, a 6.
So I got kind of lost there. You said one of them was at least a 20?
One of them was a 20, yeah.
Yeah, that one hit.
So that's gonna be big money, big money. 4 plus 8 in total damage.
Yeah, describe how you kill Splinters.
All right, I am gonna hack at his little splinters until he turns into a little toothpick.
Yeah, and it just dissolves. You just keep going at it to the point where like Ariel's saying like, jeez.
Sorry.
All right. With that, Beefy, seeing he's surrounded, he's not going down without a fight. He is going to continue his attempted attack on you, Lilith. 6 and misses wildly as like just the presence of Irina like kind of distracting it from hitting his true target. Ariel, which one do? Lilith, you're up after.
I'm going to yell at Beefy from here.
Okay.
And I say vicious mockery, and I say they call you Beefy, but look more like a stick. I don't know. I'm out.
It was enough. It was enough. It was 11. Go ahead and roll damage. You can see,
Honestly, Beefy more like Leafy.
oh, got it.
God.
And I said that instead. 5.
Ariel had never encountered this many like bad guys in one day, so she's quickly burning through her repertoire of like insults.
I'm starting to feel bad now.
All this negativity.
Yeah, and like Beefy already like dejected from missing his attack on Lilith. The added like verbal abuse does not serve its psyche any better. Is that going to be your turn?
Yeah, I have a question. If that was the last hit, for example, would they like just fall to the ground from like psychic hurt and like still be alive, or would they be dead?
That would, I mean, depending on your intent of the attack. If you were trying to kill it with your words, then yeah, you can definitely do that, and it would have died. But if you were saying like, I'm gonna roll an insult, but if it puts it out, I just want him to be knocked out, then yeah.
Okay, cool. Just wondering.
Yeah, like all of your attacks,
He
like
died from
all of
sad.
For your guys' attacks, I'm assuming it's to kill unless you say otherwise. Like you say, I'm gonna hit him, but I'm not trying to kill him. Then if the damage, then like the damage will get you there, then he'll knock out. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. Lilith, it's your turn.
Sheesh. All right. You won't believe it. Back at it with the great axe.
Do it.
14 and a 24.
Both hit. Roll damage.
Catch these hands, stinky tree. 13 and a 12. I need to leave the insults to Ariel.
Yeah, describe how you kill this the last one.
At this point, I'm just tired of having to chop through all these trees. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm back at it with the axe, I'm trying to split this one in half like you would a log.
Boom. And with that, you created enough firewood for the winter, and it just
nice.
For that, take 700 experience divided by the 3 of you.
This is random, and I don't know if we already did, but did we get experience for the first fight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for sure. You guys are at 7633, right?
No, I'm at 8166.
Oh, I must have forgotten the experience for the first one. Oops. Okay, I'll just add it to give me that.
Just get you there now.
Question. Actually, more of statement. I forgot I have 2-weapon fighting, but Ariel can't handle 2 big things, so I don't want a spear. But just so everyone knows, I'm in search of some really light.
You want a short sword?
Oh my god.
Is it pretty? Yes. Okay, I want it.
It's useful. I'll leave it up to you to make it pretty.
All right, I take the short sword.
All right, let me unequip that.
Speaking of which, everyone take inspiration for the stellar RPing. I appreciate it. But yeah, the cellar is empty on this side of any what have you.
Question: for 2-weapon fighting, would it count as two punches, or does it have to be 2 explicit weapons?
It's gotta be 2 weapons.
Dang, these are 2 weapons. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to have a weapon in each hand to make use of 2-weapon fighting.
I will say in the future though, if we go in a shop, I want 2 smaller weapons because I feel like it'd be really awkward to have a staff. Okay, I'm imagining Ariel like twirling it in her hands and being like, "You want a piece of this?" and then like using a sword too, and it doesn't look that cool. But yeah,
No, I mean I can imagine it looking cool, wielding a staff and a spear. Like I imagine like a battle caster.
sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. All right. Yeah. What do you guys do in the cellar?
Let's see. Are there any bottles that are still intact?
Yes, actually, there are. As you look around, you see 13 unbroken bottles. As you inspect the label, it says Red Dragon Crush.
I wonder if these ones are poison too.
Let's see. I'll take a bottle and I'll say we can test it later.
And I'm like, great idea. Oh, we said we'd get one for Laszlo. That could be for him.
Okay. Irina's gonna just take one too, as a souvenir.
Okay, can we go into the and I say what's below us? I mean, like next to you, Lilith.
What's what?
What's next to you on that wall?
Oh, yeah, I searched that wall. Is that a door?
It's a door with the stairway leading upward.
Okay. It's a stairway leading upward. Do you guys want to explore the rest of the downstairs? Alright, I guess we should. Okay. So, well, we should probably search the druid. Is there anything of interest on him?
He also had a quarterstaff, and then aside from his like raggedy clothes, nothing else of interest. There are also, as you look around and inspect the area, you do notice the 3 bottles or 3 barrels of presumably of wine. There's a branding on it that says Purple Grape Mash number 3.
Nice.
And as you touch the barrels, they appear really cold.
Like, supernaturally cold? Or like, room temperature?
We're in an attic cold.
But...
It's a cellar cold.
Got you. Okay. Alright, that's something to keep a note. Could one person carry a barrel?
We can come back for it in the loading dock, right?
Yeah, and like
okay, cool.
you can like roll it up, presumably up the thing.
Okay.
But yeah, with that, let's take a quick 5-minute break.
For sure.
Yep.
Shout out to DM.
That big sucked. Bleh.
Ugh. Did I tell you guys about the time I ate a bowl full of mealworms?
What?
Ooh, what?
Yeah, I had some Cheerios, but I didn't know they were bad. And I was at my grandma's house, and I ate through the first one. And then I poured a second bowl. Oh no, it's Rice Krispies, my bad. It's Rice Krispies. And so like, you know how sometimes there's like a burnt Rice Krispie or two? Like in the cereal. But they were all like mealworms.
Oh
And I didn't realize. I thought it was just like little crispy guys.
That's like literally the scene in a Ghost Ship. Y'all seen that movie?
No, I haven't. That shit sucked though.
Later.
Can you guys manage 20 more minutes, or is it getting late for you guys?
That's fine.
Yeah.
I want to finish this winery.
Okay, good. Thank you. Sweet. All right. Yeah. Are you guys gonna extend west into the cellar?
Yeah.
All right. As you do so, it extends outward. This side appearing a little bit more cleared out. Whoops! I forgot to. There you go.
Okay. Well, I guess. Is there a door on the other side?
No, but as you pass through the hallway, you notice.
It's It's so hard to RP this shit.
Yeah,
Do I
yeah.
feel a breeze as I walk by the wall?
Yeah, roll perception for me.
Okay, for sure.
I
You
think
knock
that's
on the
that-
wall and it doesn't go all the way through to the other side.
It's a 6.
Okay.
Nothing busy here, I guess.
Yeah, it's just there's a coolness to the north wall that you notice. But other than that, you don't discern anything.
Should we break this wall?
I have a feeling there's something behind this. Azula and Ariel, go ahead and roll perception for me as well, since we're doing this.
$17.
7.
Okay. Ariel, as you were passing through the other side of the cellar, you noticed a sort of a draft coming from that hallway. As you put your hand along that wall, you notice that there's a slight give to it, and as you push forward, it reveals this hallway.
I lick my finger and I'm like, I feel a draft, and then and then that all happens.
Yeah, it takes some
Do you-
effort to.
Sorry to
Go ahead.
interrupt, but do you have to lick your finger when your skin is all wet?
No, that was just for fun. I guess I just taste good. I don't know.
Oh, I love all the
Oh my
questions.
gosh.
No, I love all the questions to Ariel. All of a sudden, you guys have been hanging out for like days in Barovia, but now all of a sudden, you guys are curious about how her like physiology works, and like, are you just sweating through your clothes all the time?
That's another good question.
That's funny. I can wear white clothes. I'm fine.
It takes some effort to push through the secret door, but you're greeted by a blast of cold air, and for you, Ariel especially, it rings colder on your skin. A dark tunnel stretches for 15 feet, ending at an archway which lies behind a shallow cave. I want you to roll for me investigation.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
15.
Do you have a light source on you?
Does anyone have dark vision?
No, I don't. But
Hey, I
Yeah.
think someone in the party might have dark vision.
I do. Sorry, I couldn't go on mute. I do. I can see. I can see the dark up to 60 feet.
Okay, so you peer into the hallway and you notice that the area that Ariel is standing in front of is caked in this brown mold from which the coldness seems to be emanating from.
can I grab the water from mold? Is that possible? And like dry it up?
Grab the water from mold.
You're getting
you know
pretty
how I can
close to
shape
bloodbending,
water?
my guy.
Yeah.
You can-
Basically, can I?
You can shape the mold water, but
Does it dry out the mold though?
would it dry up the mold? Oh, I see what you mean. So remove all the water from the mold.
That is close to blood bending.
I'm gonna say that it's got a continual like the mold, the cold that it's coming from it's not necessarily dependent on like the moisture that it's around it.
But I can.
Sure, yeah, you can get moldy water. Add it to some
Okay,
like
cool.
your breakfast.
Can I get a closer inspection? of
That
this?
was some cereal. Sorry. Sorry.
Azula, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to take a closer inspection at this mold.
Yeah, go roll medicine for
Some
me.
would say I would. Okay. So some would say I would do an investigation.
Okay, then roll investigation or medicine for me. Either one.
13.
Medicine is like it, and like this doesn't do anything.
Let's see about here. You know that this substance actually feeds on warmth.
What the heck? Can I'm gonna Take my
Eat it,
tinder
eat it.
box.
No, I'm just
Should I eat it? No, it feeds
no,
on
no,
warmth.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Guys, this mold feeds on warmth.
I-
I mean, is it a bad thing though? Like, it could just be like a refrigerator. Like, they didn't want to
Oh,
pay for
true.
electricity, you know?
Yeah.
Wait,
You
what?
know,
It's the
if I
opposite
were to
though,
grab,
right?
if I were to grab it, like, would it hurt me? I'm a.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as you. Okay. I need Ariel and
I'm gonna give it a
Azula.
poke.
I need Ariel and Azula to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh man,
Touch it. I rolled a 20, not nat.
17.
Okay.
Maybe my feet are moist and protecting me from the ground.
Oh, we still take damage. We take half damage. This is bullshit.
You guys take 11 cold damage.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
The
pass out.
just like it just like
Oh,
just this
my
blast
God.
this blast of cold air touches you.
I pass out.
I run over and I pick up Azula and I
Wait,
you
from inside, then
I
you
pass
also
out.
take
Oh.
you need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Me too.
No, Kyle.
Lilith.
Lilith, yeah, sorry.
okay, Constitution. Oh wait, Constitution saving.
He's like, no.
Oh shit.
Pass her out.
I'm using inspo here.
I
yeah.
saw that.
Yeah, it seems like a good time to be using inspo. 14.
Okay.
So the second I step inside of the freezer, that's when I get bonked.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear lots of mental math and I hear lots of rolling. I don't appreciate that, DM.
You take
Why you gotta roll the die?
you take 7 cold damage.
All right, for sure. I'm gonna pick up Azula and carry her out.
All right.
You know
I got.
Oh yeah.
Irina runs up and she goes, "What happened?"
And I yell back, "Don't come in here."
Okay.
And I attempt to create water, and then wait, hold on. Is that a spell slot or a cantrip? Okay, yeah, it's
I think you get
cantrip,
like
so
one
I can-
use. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I create water, and then I try to solidify it over the mold, and I walk my way out.
Okay, and as you do so,
Is that your sleep RP?
as you do so, you immediately see it like just like the water that you push towards it just like freeze instantaneously.
Is that allowed? Can I freeze the water, or is
No,
it
well the
good?
the water that you threw at it was frozen by the mold.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait,
then
where do you take Azula?
I carry her out
Yeah,
and put her on the floor, and then use lay on hands and heal for 10 HP.
nice.
and well, actually, we should probably just rest upstairs. I think that's it, right?
She's like, "There's nothing I can do for you. We got a bed upstairs. You gotta rest."
No. I'm just saying we should put her upstairs, and we should all go to bed.
Alright, I wake up and I'm like, this mold is just cold.
No more
let's
mold.
leave."
Yeah, no, fuck that
Cold
shit.
is cold.
Yeah.
Wait, also, real quick, how does it work again with being knocked out? Like, just so we know for mechanics wise, like to
Yeah.
rest someone.
Okay, so if you go to 0 HP, you're unconscious. At
Okay.
that point, every turn or 6 seconds, you roll death saving throws.
Uh-huh.
You roll 10 or greater, that's a pass. 9 or below, that's a fail. And then if you take damage equal
No.
to your max HP,
No.
if you take damage that exceeds the negative of your max HP, so
Yeah.
like say for example your max HP is 11, someone deals 22 damage to you, you're instantly dead. There's no if you're at 0 or if you're at 1 HP and someone deals 13 damage to you, you're instantly dead. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like for you all, you guys are in your 20s and your 30s, like it's gonna take a little bit more to like put you that. Also, if you take damage while you are unconscious, that's 2 failed saves.
Like it just instantly counts as 2 failed saves like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. And then to bring me back, could someone heal me for 1 and now I'm conscious again?
Yeah, as long as you have 1, you're back.
Okay.
Cure wounds, lay on hands, healing potion.
Got you.
Someone with a healer's kit that has proficiency in it. All options.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
And even in Barovia, death isn't the end. So, just keep that in mind.
Oh, vampirism is forever.
All right. I didn't say that. I'm a DM. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
That's spicy. Let me die, guys.
Oh, chill.
She did
let's
chill.
go
See what happened to her?
Ooh,
Sorry.
chill, but not too much. But okay, yeah. Let's
we go
Let's get out
up?
of here. Also, is the druid dead or just knocked out?
Oh, that one's dead. Like dead.
Okay, for sure. For sure.
Can I go up these stairs? And I'm like, hey guys, let's go up these stairs. We haven't gone up here yet.
Oh.
Or I was thinking these stairs so we could go into a room upstairs we haven't seen.
You want to risk it for
just-
the biscuit? I'm down for it.
Oh, should we just go to bed? I'm scared.
Ha-
Oh, I'm down for a nippity nap.
Alright.
Up to you guys. Your call.
Yeah, I guess we can go upstairs and take it.
Or Ariel, you can investigate the room while Azula goes straight to bed.
Also okay with that. Up to you guys.
I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay, bye.
All right, Arina's gonna like escort you up to the room and make sure you're gonna be okay.
Oh, yeah. I need help getting up these stairs. Because there's a black room. I don't know if there's something here. If there's a druid, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, wait. You're going into the you're going up
Spiral.
the room.
Oh, got it.
Or you're
No, I'm
going
going
to-
up the spiral one.
Okay. So you're gonna go back to the bedroom on the second floor.
Yeah.
Ariel's gonna investigate the
And I'm gonna cure wounds myself real quick too.
for sure.
I was to say, sorry to interrupt, but if I was to say I was taking a nap, would I be taking a long nap or a short one?
I mean, that's up to you. That's up
No,
to you.
do I have time for a long one, guys?
8 hours.
Yeah.
Why don't you try to take a long one, and if we wake you up, then we wake you up. But you can like attempt.
No, because if she doesn't, even if she takes the duration of a short one while trying to take a long one, it would account for nothing, right? Or
Mhm.
Oh,
Is
is
that
it?
how it works?
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right,
that's how it works.
Yeah, I'll take a short one for now.
Okay, sweet. Arina stands watch over you. She's gonna stand in the hallway actually.
all right, let's check this out.
And I go invisible again. And I'm
Nice. Lilith's like kind of just like, okay, well,
I'll wait
Fuck
for your
me.
signal. I'll see you standing out here.
like, yeah, don't you worry. And then I like, creak open door, peek.
a dirty window in the south wall allows dim light to enter this room. Wine bottles are manufactured here, as evidenced by the tools lying about. The wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall, the hearth built into the southwest corner, and the barrel of sand standing next to it. A staircase descends underground, and beneath it, the rack of bottles stands a barred door.
A bar door is for you.
I appreciate that.
It has my name on it. Cool. And what is in my room that may or may not be useful to Bard?
A bunch of empty wine
Oh.
bottles, freshly made. Yeah.
And I say, come on in. The wine is just fine.
Oh, nice. All right. Other than bottles, are there any other tools of interest to us?
Maybe a dagger.
Maybe a pair of like tongs used for glass, like holding glass bottles as while they're still hot.
And a hammer. Okay.
Unfortunately, not a hammer. Yeah, not a hammer.
Okay. All right. Cool.
The
Okay, and I guess out.
I'm gonna grab one of the empty bottles.
all right.
All right. Where do you want to explore next?
Should we hit this small room? Because let's hit the small stuff first, because I'm sure that if there's a druid, it's in
You
the
walk in. There's 8 druids all in this circle.
A druid orgy.
Ew.
Should have read the sign.
Okay, yeah, I like creak peek again.
Bare hooks line the walls of the storage room. Shelves to the south hold several pairs of stained wooden sandals and oversized soles. Both doors to this room hang open. The one to the west is filled with iron brackets and leads outside in the rain into the rain. Lying onto the floor next to it is a 5-foot-long wooden beam.
I would usually take the shoes, but I know this isn't the druid's house, so I'll keep going. And creak peek, what is this?
Oh, that's a without fail, it's an outhouse. Sweet-smelling herbs hang from the eaves of this ramshackle wooden outhouse, which has a small crescent moon carved into its door.
I use the bathroom because I haven't gone in a while. And then I'm like, hold on,
Roll
Nice.
initiative.
hold on, Lilith. Give me a second. And then I come out, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go refill my water bottle. And then I refill my water bottle with clean water.
I was afraid you're gonna walk back into the outhouse. Okay.
No.
I forgot to refill
No,
my
I-
water bottle. She walks back into the outhouse.
Yeah, no, I used the water in my old jug to flush the toilet in the
Oh, wow.
outhouse out of consideration in case
Man.
you wanted to use it.
What a considerate
I'm-
Genasi.
I'm fully immersed. Okay.
Yeah, from these bathroom mechanics, that's
Okay, and I'm done. Are you good, Lilith? Did you wanna? It's just a
I'm-
bathroom.
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. And yeah, and then I make my way. Suddenly, I'm like, oh, you know, there's another door we saw earlier. You didn't go in.
Oh, what? We better check that out. Wait, is
Creak
this a
peek.
door or what is this slab thing in a way?
I thought it was a door. Like this was part of our slide when we saw the door.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Oh.
Lawrence, are you saying something?
Yeah, it's a cart with all the barrels.
Yeah, it's the open door leading into the cart. Mhm.
Oh, and I'm like, wow, cool. And I explore the room. Is there anything in the room?
Presumably this is where the druid from earlier dropped down, but you hadn't seen him.
Oh, and I'm like, I'm gonna go stretch my legs. Looks like, oh, just kidding. I'm not gonna stretch my legs because there's trees out there. And I'm like, oh, I might stretch my legs. Just kidding. And then I don't. And then I'm like, what's over here on this wall?
That's a window that you see outward. In the distance, you see like a tree blight, like walking around, kind of just like wandering.
I'm tempted to invisibly go in the other way and come out here.
I mean, you're invisible, so it should be fine.
Okay, I do that. And then I'm like, what's in here?
We're really playing Russian roulette with this, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Inside, you see
Ooh,
2 draft
nice.
horses.
Oh, wow! It's like that thing that they say, where like they surveyed a bunch of people who played Russian roulette, and 100% of the people who played survived.
Mm-hmm.
High
Yeah.
risk, high reward, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's a safe
on-
game to play. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
statistically, dude.
statistically a safe game to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and then with that, I'm like, okay, well, looks like we're safe for now. Guess we should go to bed.
All right, let's go to bed for a long
Ar-
time.
Ariel, as you stepped out, you notice that there are still a handful of tree creatures like roaming around like aimlessly. At this point, with the amount of time that's passed by, like none of them are really congregated up around the door. Some of them have returned back to the vineyard. Some of them are still like walking about.
Okay, and I take that knowledge with me as I go inside, and I say to Lilith, "Hey, you know, if they haven't made their way in now, we should be fine. But yeah, maybe we should take turns keeping guard and stay in one room, and we'll just double stack on those beds, and then
Yeah, I guess that
yeah,
I guess that can't
yes.
hurt.
Okay,
All right.
and then boop boop. Wait, how do I get upstairs again? Oh, okay. Now I'm upstairs. And now...
Like that.
I was being immersed. Wait, you guys want to go in? Oh yeah, we should go in one of the two beds. Okay. And then I say, do you want me to take first shift, Arena, and then we can all take long rest? And...
Sure, that'd be nice. Thank you.
I can stand in the hallway actually if you want to stay in your own bed.
Or do you guys just let me rest the rest of the time then, or like do I only get a short rest? Like...
I wake you up and I say
tell
you
to
can
go to sleep.
Yeah, for like a long time.
Hey. You can sleep.
The coast is clear.
Thanks, guys.
I say we found 2 horses. And then yeah.
Nice.
And there's a bathroom outside if you need it.
Okay, I'm gonna wake up, go use the bathroom, and then go back to sleep.
Roll a perception for me.
Good. Okay.
Wait, you're not invisible.
Ooh, I rolled a 1, not nat.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. We're upstairs.
As you open the door after using the restroom, you see before you a tree blight.
Did he see me?
I mean, okay, let's roll perception at this point. Yes.
Can I run past him?
Into
the door. It was after I used the bathroom, right?
Yeah, after you use the bathroom. Yeah, go ahead and roll roll dexterity for me.
Oh, 4.
Inspo.
What?
Are you gonna take Ariel's inspo?
Oh, I'll just take my own inspo. A 5.
No.
As you race past this this creature, you run towards the door right across from it, and it grabs you, and it pulls you back towards it.
And do I hear anything from my shift?
It's okay, guys. I'm at good health right now. I'm gonna cast Darkness, which is a magical darkness spread from a point I choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. Darkness spreads around corners, and a creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Okay. And as it takes place, like this blackness surrounds the area, which is uncharacteristic for this time of day, and you manage to evade into the doorway and avoid that creature who's still like fumbling.
Lock it.
Yeah.
Where's that key?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed. Take my
All right.
long rest.
Yeah.
My long sleep.
Who's taking first shift?
Me.
All right, roll for me perception.
No. 15.
Okay.
Perception.
For first 4 hours, yeah, nothing really transpires. It gets late. Yeah. Who's taking second shift?
I'll take second shift. Don't blame me if these rolls suck.
Wait, for second shift, I would be awake already, though. No.
The shift is 4 hours. If you're taking 2 ships. All right. Roll for me.
Perception.
Can I still take a long rest if I took a shift?
Yeah, you're not really doing anything. We'll give it to you.
That's a 20.
Okay. You hear a couple noises outside, but you're assuming that it's the creatures that are roaming the area. Yeah, and
For sure.
you spend the 8 hours getting fully rested. At this point, it's around late evening. What do you guys want to do?
Get some wine and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Let's see. What do you guys how do you guys want to do this? Like, which of the wine are you grabbing, and what do you?
Let's load up that cart.
Wine. Yeah. And strap up the horses.
Can we load more wine onto that cart?
It appears as though it can only hold 3.
What
Oh,
type of
yeah.
what does
Well,
it say for the barrels that are on the cart?
Oh, right. Let me see. The ones in 3 barrels of purple grape mash, number 3.
Beggars can't
Get
be choosers.
dragon's blood.
Yeah, that's good.
There was
Nope.
there was just the bottles in the cellar that you had found.
Alright, can we stack the corners with the bottles?
Okay. Yeah, there were the there was 13. Who took a bottle of Red Dragon?
Sleep.
Lilith.
Irina took one. Lilith took one.
Lilith.
That means there are 11 remaining of Red Dragon
I'm
at
like,
the.
oh my god, you guys got wine? Where was I? Sleep.
Asleep.
Cold.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and grab me some bottles, fill them
Hey.
up.
Hey, don't go in that room this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and grab me some bottles. Not in that room.
I wonder if there's anything else in that room. I'm tempted to go back and freeze everything and then just like finish. No, Russian roulette. It's cool.
Glutton for punishment, dude.
Yeah. I'm okay. Yeah. And yeah, and we take. Well, actually, yeah, we should just take the wagon and then like run out and then meet the guy outside of the vineyard and tell him his house.
Where did Rudolph go?
He said he'd be back. And also, we should get rid of the rest of the trees.
I can
Me
cast
next.
darkness around them if they're like in an area. I could spread a 15-foot radius.
As you guys are
But-
loading the barrels, you see a bunch of tree blights like noticing your movement, and like the remaining handful, and they start to make towards your direction as you're like loading this up. As you guys are doing so, you hear a noise coming from the side, and the sound of Drusilla and the carriage come barging through. They blast through the remaining twig
Nice.
blights, like Drusilla completely like demolishing them, and then Rictavio kind of like turns Drusilla around and meets you guys at the front door. He goes, I found this off of a druid that I ran over, and he kind of like throws it at you guys. It's the staff, the black staff.
Ooh, I want that one.
Oh,
That
I want that one.
and the other one, the frog guy.
Presumably he killed the frog, the guy who you gave the frog.
No!
Did you see a
Tragic.
frog there? Yeah, did you see a frog there? Rictavio?
Yeah, I did notice a frog jumping out of his shirt. I let it be.
Out to the wild you go.
Have you guys seen Over the Garden Wall?
Yes.
The frog. But yeah, okay, cool. And then
And yeah, you take
yeah,
the
I'm
staff.
taking the quarterstaff.
It's not a quarterstaff; it's a different kind of staff that will require time to understand. So you'll need to spend a short rest understanding that. Until that
What
time,
is it?
we'll call it here.
Alright.
Wait, do I put it in my inventory now or later? I noted it.
Just write like unknown staff, ask DM or something like that. Yeah, black staff or something like that.
Okay.
Dang, lots of trees caught the hands today.
Yeah, you guys showed them
Druids
trees.
beware.
bunch of trees today.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, good job, guys.
Productive day.
Hmm.
Thanks, Lauren.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. That was really fun. That was a fun vineyard experience.
Fuck that
Oh,
mold.
we went
Should we
wine
tell the
tasting.
guy?
The Napa Valley
I was
adventure.
literally the only one that tasted wine,
You
and
can-
it fucked me up.
You can
And
you,
you like died.
Yeah.
you can tell your girls you went wine tasting in Barovia.
Oh my gosh. I'm waiting for Lawrence to make the shopping comment too.
Oh no.
Get back to him.
Yeah, say it.
I mean, you got money
Say
now,
it.
so you got money.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. Thank you.
It was a good session. Fun was
Yeah,
had.
this was fun.
Yeah. See you
So-
guys.